Hello. I need to turn off notifications. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, how you doing, guys? It's been a while, but we're back with another angry rant. I'm here with my friend Squid, as per usual, and I want to say something real quick before I say anything else. If you watched my previous angry rant about age matchmaking, when we were on user voice, being complete dicks to everybody, with good reason, of course. If you watch the whole thing, you'll understand. Um, but But anyway, um, our comment that we made, because the first half of the angry rant was us actually reading the comments of like age matchmaking and how everybody supports it, and then pointing counters in all their arguments because they were literally that fucking bad. That and then then the second half is a behind the scenes of this complete dick of a comment we made, and the comment actually got flagged enough times to where it actually got taken down. But if you obviously want to know what the whole comment is, because I believe we read the entire comment on stream, if I'm correct,
Yeah, we did.
you know, so yeah, so if you want to read it,
You read it actually.
yeah, I read,
Wrote it
yeah,
and you read
yeah,
it.
yeah. But anyway, this is a new thing, and I want to give you guys some background. Okay, the day before yesterday, um, there was a glitch in the Xbox services to where I could download 3 games for free. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and I never purchased them digitally, like never. So I was able to get them and play them, and basically I exploited the system. Basically, I did download them, and and I call but even though I was really happy because I'm a huge fanboy of Mass Effect, I'm a huge fanboy. Like 500 hours into the franchise, bought all the DLCs, and like I'm a huge fanboy, and I plan to get Andromeda. I'm a huge fanboy. I still had a hint. My conscience ultimately did get the better of me, and I ended up calling Microsoft about it, and was on the phone for about 50 minutes, wondering if I could get this game, and saying, I understand if you guys want to take this back because I didn't buy it. I understand this, and but on the other side too, I didn't glitch the system. Obviously, the engineers did because it's not something I can do. It's not like I'm a fucking hacker. So I was like saying that on one hand, as a business and you're trying to earn money, I understand. Yeah, if you want to take it, fine. Please, feel free to do so. I mean, I understand. It's not mine anyway. I didn't pay for it. I don't have a receipt or nothing. So, but then on the other hand, I was trying to say, well, number one, my birthday is coming up fairly soon, and then also again, it's not my fault that I was able to do this, and but I was trying to see that if I could let them. Like, I was trying to make sure that if I'm able to keep it the way I am, that if it was out of them being generous versus just me keeping it a secret and exploiting them, because you know what I mean. So after about 50 minutes on the phone, I they told me to go to user voice, and because that's their engineering team, I guess, and I put my title as the Mass Effect trilogy license issue, and this is what I wrote. It seems that the system glitched, so I was able to download the backwards compatible Mass Effect trilogy without purchasing them, and was able to get on and play them on Xbox One, and I'm concerned that I will lose them because I really love the Mass Effect franchise. I was going to buy Andromeda on your console, and after talking with the representative for just under an hour, 50 minutes, but, just under an hour, with this service request number that I did put down. She said to come here, so I was wondering if I'll be able to keep the licenses and own them, especially since my birthday is coming up soon on the 15th of this month actually. So I was hoping maybe we could work something out, and that these 3 Mass Effect games would be a birthday gift from you guys. That would make me really happy, and I wouldn't lose the games. I've spent 500 hours into this franchise, and it would mean a great deal to me if I could keep them. That would make me feel like you guys really appreciate my business with you guys, and that you really care about me as a customer. Please consider letting me, keep them, not only as a gesture of care, but also as a great birthday gift to a loyal customer. Please consider letting me keep them. It would mean the world to me. And that's what I said. And then shortly, and that was it that same day? I think it was that same. No, it was the next day. It was yesterday. I Some guy put a comment, and this is the person that we're going after, the idiotic asshole here. Because after I read this comment, I did click on their user voice, Xbox profile, and checked all the comments they made on other thing, and they have like 23 pages worth of shit, and I don't know if we'll do all of them, but we'll probably do a decent amount of them. And this person, it just how they word their comments is a complete asshole. So I figured, you know what? How about this on for size, asshole? So this person, Salsa Shark 816 on Xbox, said, "Glitch in your favor?" Question mark. Seriously, keep your mouth shut. And here was my response. No, I don't have to. Free speech. Plus, I'm a loyal customer. I'm not out to cheat them out of money, and it's wrong to do so. And because of this, I reported it to them, telling them I didn't buy it, etc. So if they want to take it away from me, they are more than willing to do so. I'm just asking them if I can keep it, so I know it's them being generous versus me just exploiting them. It's called being a good, honest person. I'm doing the right thing, so you should realize that. And if you're not going to congratulate me on doing the right thing, then just don't talk, because obviously you don't have a sense of what's right and wrong. I can already tell what kind of customer you are by your comment. You have no room to talk. Honestly, your comment, Salsa Shark 816, made me laugh. It amazes me how many people in this world are dishonest, like you.
Huh.
Because this person's basically telling me to keep my mouth shut and just enjoy it, when that's not the point here. Is
That's not the point, but
Yeah,
I
the
mean, some
point is,
people they look at it like that, you know.
yeah, I know this person obviously isn't seeing it big picturely, which is why I'm calling them an idiotic asshole. Because number one, how they worded it, and obviously they're a fucking idiot. Salsa Shark, because I'm probably going to make another comment saying, oh, by the way, here's a video that you might want to watch, that I made about you, and let's see how far I can take this. Salsa Shark, here's the thing you don't understand, is there's a thing called being a good person out there. I don't know if you know what that is. And the thing is the reason why I reported the glitch, even though a part of me, I will admit, deep down didn't really want to, on the grounds of I might lose these games because I am a
Because
fanboy.
we're all human.
Because we're all human, we all have that evil nature. But here's the thing: is it better to be born good or to overcome our evil nature? That's the thing. Is I knew it's the right thing, but think about it. Microsoft is a company run by humans. Those humans need money to support their houses, food, families, etc. Even if it's something minor, like one game that I exploited, like Mass Effect 1, or 3 games, or X amount of games, the point is that little bit amount of money still helps that company, still helps those workers. I am still, even in a super small way, am affecting the company in a negative way, and therefore affecting these people. They are still people too. That's why I reported it, is because again, like I said, I want to do the right thing, knowing I did not cheat them. Because I don't want to be like these other bastards that will manipulate the representatives and get free compensation. I only do it when it's justified. Like, if I have to spend 5 hours on the phone, yeah, I kind of would love compensation, is because obviously, number one, obviously shit's not getting done. And two, I'm obviously a little bit pissed. Obviously, because, again, 5 hours on the phone just to fix, let's assume, one thing. You see what I'm saying? And even then,
Exactly.
and even then, you know what I mean? Give back a little bit for the effort I put into the, you know what I mean? Give back a little bit. But even then, the compensation, I would like what, like $5, $10, something to get me like an indie game or something. Something small, not something ridiculously big. I don't want them to buy me fucking Skyrim remastered. Like, no, come on now. Like, that's just too much. Although that'd be nice, but obviously Microsoft, that's an idea. Just like putting that out there if you want to be generous. Um, but no, like just something small will do. And it's a salsa shark. Literally, you need to calm the fuck down and understand. Instead of just reading the comment as it is, you need to understand that, oh, this person's trying to not give in to his, quote unquote evil instincts, and he's trying to be honest. He's trying to not cheat them out of money, and he's trying to get it by honest means, by reporting this issue. And if they still decide to give it to him, you see what I'm saying here? That's the thing you don't fucking understand.
They respect his honesty and they respect him standing up that there's a glitch in the system instead of being a greedy asshole like you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I can tell what kind of customer you are. Is like you're telling me to shut up basically, and in that, I'm pathetic or whatever. I don't know what you're implying, although I have an idea of this. And that's what makes you a worse person than me, in all honesty, because like I'm standing up even though there's a glitch in that I can exploit it and that I could possibly keep these forever. But I'm saying no, that's not right, because I don't have them by an honest means. And you're saying I'm basically an asshole and that for that? No, you're the asshole
And you
because
don't
you
even know the guy
yeah, and you don't
that
even know
actually is
me.
supporting the system. You don't even know him or what type of person he is or how he was raised. You don't even know him.
Yeah,
They're going
like
to be based off that, oh, it's a free game, we should exploit it and keep it because, it's just free and we could possibly keep it forever if you keep your mouth shut. That's not always the answer.
yeah. Oh, and this person actually commented on something today. Customer service. And this person commented Salsa Shark. Obviously, we're going off of this is going to be on a bunch of whole different ideas on the user voice. This one's customer service idea, and this person commented, so Xbox Live services were completely up and running. EA had an outage. EA is trying to redirect you to Xbox Live. How is that Xbox Live's problem? Sounds like your anger is misplaced. Okay, actually, no, that one actually makes sense. Because I don't know the story, but if it's but I don't want to read the other comments because then I have to click on this customer. I don't want, but like I'm just gonna assume that one's actually a fairly justified comment. Even though this person overall, based off the 4 pages of comments I read, I overall believe this person's an asshole. But there's a few things here and there that I do agree with because obviously, like with Hitler, you can't deny that he did do some good things, like like in World War One when he even though he maybe fought on the wrong side, he was still doing what he believed was right, which, right and wrong is pretty black and white. You know what I mean? I mean, not black and white, it's pretty gray a lot of the time. So he was just in the German army, and he was just fighting for his country, like like Americans, so you can't really say he didn't intend at least to do the right thing. But does that overwhelm the fact that he killed all those fucking Jews and shit? And no, you see what I'm saying? We are the embodiment of what we've done more. Like if like everybody, like a good person's done evil and an evil person's done good. The question is what have you done more of? If you've done more good, then you're a good person. If you've done more evil, you're an evil person. But evil
For
people
all
have
the
done good
choices
and
we
vice
make
versa.
anyway.
Yeah, so same thing here. Even though I might agree on a few key issues with Salsa Shark, I still overall believe this person's a fucking prick. This person's an
He might
asshole.
have a good intention, though. I mean, he might have a good intention. He might have a short temper. I mean, who knows? Nobody. I mean, we don't really know the guy. We don't
Short,
really
yeah,
know him.
short temper or not, he doesn't. That doesn't give him the right to be a fucking asshole for no
That
fucking
doesn't. Yeah,
reason.
that doesn't justify. Yeah, I know, but yeah. We should. You
Okay.
know what? What's his name again? Tell me. I'm gonna search up and see what he looks like.
Salsa Shark 816. There's a space between Salsa and Shark and a space between Shark and 816. The S's in Salsa and Shark are capitalized. But
Okay.
this person commented on this idea called Xbox Stream, and Salsa Shark 816 commented, because you guys keep creating whole new topics instead of, in all caps, upvoting existing ones, basically yelling to this person, and then, like, click the button enter as a whole new paragraph. As a result, the suggestions get no traction. You're being a dick. Like if you had him all lowercase, the upvoting existing ones, then I'd give you a pass because then it's like you're just stating a fact about how obviously in the texting world upper cases are you yelling. You're basically trying to be a fucking dick to this guy so you can go fuck yourself. You don't need to be an asshole, over because, okay, maybe you could point them and be nice and send them a fucking link to the goddamn things, maybe. Why don't you? Fucking be nice instead of just telling them to
Instead
be.
of harassing the guy.
Yeah, you're fucking harassing the guy, goddamn. This person seems to
Not
comment on a
bad.
lot of shit, because, I mean, seriously, there's more comments than there was yesterday. Like,
You
there's, yeah.
should send him your YouTube thing because he's probably gonna comment on there and raise hell on there. You know.
What's he gonna do? Flag my video? He can't. He has no reason to do so. Like, I mean, and even if he does, he can't. There's no way he can flag it. So what? I'm saying inappropriate words? Okay. I can just make it to where you have to be 18 to watch it. There's a check mark that I can do. I can just edit the settings. Big fucking deal. I'm not breaking any terms of service. I'm on the Microsoft user voice ranting about this guy being a dick to people and a dick to me, and he's in how single-minded he is, and not like is that such a bad thing? Trying to cure ignorance, even if I'm being an asshole in doing so, is that such a bad thing? I will admit, and I'll admit, I can be ignorant in a lot of ways too. Nobody's perfect, but the thing is that the ways that I'm not ignorant in and that other people are is what I need to try and fix. Is the ways that I am not. I think You get what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty sure everybody's trying to get what I'm trying to say here.
I get you, man. I get you.
Yeah, I know you get you. So there's probably a lot of other people that will too. That's the thing is that in order to get better as a society, even though I may be ignorant in some areas, I need to go to people that are not ignorant in those areas to get better at those areas. Just like the areas where I'm better than other people at, and they need to come to me, and I'll share my, what I mean, and grow. We can grow as a species, grow as a
You can
society.
grow as a team and help each other.
Yeah, grow as a team. This person's just
And we
being a
all
dick.
stand together.
Yeah, and this person's being a dick. And by the way, that was a Nickelback reference. I did catch that.
Nice.
Anyway, this idea on closed games on shutdown, or in the parentheses instant on. Salsa Shark commented, the game is running on a separate OS using its own allocated set of resources. So, wait a minute, actually. Is this a comment I can get behind, or... Okay, let me
Read them first before you read them like to yourself before you say them, because
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, the game is... Okay, no, that comment I can get behind because that actually makes sense. Okay, no, that comment I agree with. Okay, that comment I can't really change the image for free the second time. That's actually one of the things I don't understand is like I would really like it to be able to change gamer tags for free. I don't and if not for free, maybe like $1 or $2. I mean, I don't like spending $5 or so. That to me, that's too much just for a gamer tag change. And you know what I mean?
What? Oh my God! Yeah, that is just $10. Like, oh my God, no. I had the same gamer tag for years now.
Yeah.
Like, why
How many more comments did this person write today? Like, I swear, does this person just get on user? Because there's a lot more than there was yesterday. Like already in a couple hours. Like, has he just made a shitload more comments, or like, what the fuck happened?
He just get off on that shit, or
I think he does because Jesus
voice
Christ, either that or he's like legit. And it seems like almost all of his comments are directed at people that make ideas that are like one vote or less than 100. You know what I mean? Like really, really like new ideas and just yeah, like and then he's just commenting on them just to be a dick. Because that's why I wanted to do an angry rant. Because like almost all of his comments that I saw in like the first 4 pages, which arguably are more now because there's more comments that I'm seeing. And more different things. It seems to me that he got off on that, like legit. Okay, so and that's the thing.
People have good ideas too, just because they don't have a lot of people behind them, they have good ideas,
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you have to go in there and harass them.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. Oh, no, okay. Sunlight nor direct light source. The energy needed to power your ceiling light would negate the supposed savings or Gina. Okay, there's this idea that says solar panels in Xbox Scorpio. I will admit I kind of dislike this idea. That makes no fucking sense. But I could see how useful that would be if you live in like Texas or something, or like in a really sunny area and you want to go play outside. Like you move your TV, you maybe get an extension cord and bring your TV outside. Like I could see I could see how cool that would be. I see, but then again, it's like why don't you just bring your extension cord and just plug in the Xbox as well then? Because obviously, unless you're gonna have the TV out of solar panels, like why are you gonna go outside with an Xbox? Like it doesn't make any sense. And
no.
And so it's also Shark commented. Yep, because so many people play their Xbox One outside or not in a cabinet. And then there's another comment that happened the next day, which would be yesterday, that said, and solar panels require sunlight or other direct light source. The energy needed to power your ceiling light would negate the supposed savings, or do you not understand how solar panels work? You don't need to put that there. Just you putting, with a comma and then saying, or do you not understand how solar panels work? That's you being a dick.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
That's you being an asshole. You could have just put a period after supposed savings
right there,
and just made a statement and just been factually accurate, and I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But then you had to say, do you understand how solar panels work? You're being a dick, dude. You do realize this. Not everybody knows everything. because there's a thing called a life. Like, you think I know everything about the Xbox One? No, probably because I like to enjoy it. I'm spending money for, on gold memberships. So, and because, it's not like, oh, I spent money for this amount of hours. No, I spent money for to be able to play it in this time period. Like, if I'm not on it, the clock is still ticking. So you really think I'm going to go out and spend, especially if I'm spending, $100 a year, if I'm buying 3 months, to play? No, I'm not going to be researching every little detail. I'm going to be trying to get my value. You know what I mean? And then what about the other people that actually have lives and do the opposite, where they don't go on Xbox and they're doing jobs and they're resting? Like, not everybody knows everything. Not everybody knows how solar panels work. Yeah, not everybody knows what the hell a solar panel is. Although they should, I'll admit that, because that is a renewable resource. People should know about those, but not everybody does. You don't need to be a dick, dude. You saying he doesn't understand how solar panels work. I know exactly what you're doing, bro. Yeah.
Be the bigger person.
So my mom walked in the room. I swear, my mom does not know how to close a door. Like, seriously, I told her to close my door and she just doesn't close it. It's like, it's not that hard. All you have to do is grab the knob and you just pull it. Like, come on now. Are you that freaking lazy? Anyway, but yeah. So Salsa Shark, yeah, you've established that you're a complete dick. Let's see how much of a dick you can be. Like, see how far this goes.
Let's see how your limits are.
There's an idea that this person commented on, platform for teachers and students to communicate. Salsa Shark commented, yeah, and they could maybe call it something cool, like, in all caps, Skype. Again,
That's so wrong.
I agree with this
Fucking
comment,
dick.
but how you worded it, because you all capitalize Skype. I can tell you're being trying to be a dick on purpose.
He's implying, yeah.
You're implying that you're trying to be a dick and an asshole. Even though I agree with your comment, again, you don't need to say it like an asshole. You can be nice about, like legit. Me stating a fact does not make me an asshole. Like, if I walk up to somebody and I state a legitimate fact and they get pissed at it, depending on how I say it, let's say for the hypothetical assumption here that I'm just stating a fact, I'm saying it like this, like, oh, this is true, and here's my sources, and this person is an ass at me. Like, why they don't need to be an ass, because I'm not saying it like, I'm not yelling it at them, I'm not emphasizing, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to, educate them. I'm not trying to say in all caps, cool like Skype, like,
Like, get a life. Like,
yeah, like seriously, come on now. Okay, now we're back to where we were. Now we're back to the comment that he made to me, because like I said, I clicked his profile and it'll give me a list of all the comments he's made on different ideas and such. Now we're back to the idea he did for me. So now all the other comments are older. Yeah. Oh, there's also this one idea that said gamer tag transferability, and Salsa Shark commented on it saying, "How many times must we post the instructions for this? Bing and Google are your friends." I agree with your comment, but you don't need to be a dick about it.
Again, yeah, don't be a dick.
All you could have said is Bing and you could have said, like, just go to Bing and Google. There's instructions there, and you would not be wrong, and you would not be an asshole, because that's factually accurate. That you're not wrong. But you had to say how many times must we post instructions for this, with a hint of annoyance and implying this person's an idiot. I mean, it's not that hard. Me and Squid understand psychology. We know wordplay. We're not idiots. There's a thing called debate class, you asshole. It's not that fucking hard to read between your shit. You might want to get good if you're trying to be subtle.
One of those special little snowflakes, Alien. This is just one of those special little snowflakes.
Yeah, and we're gonna skip the comment he made about my Mass Effect Trilogy license issue, because, I mean, we already read that, so let's skip that.
Hang on, really quick. I gotta get something. It'll just take 2 minutes.
Oh, come on, dude. We're in the middle. You can't wait till later. Like, we just you could have told me. Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, I already said before, as I was setting up the stream, that I'm doing this and doing that.
I already got it anyway.
Okay, cool.
My bad. I didn't realize right here.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's this idea that says Halo spin-off in 4K for Project Scorpio with original trilogy style. And Salsa Shark commented, Halo 6 is still in development, stop whining. Again, not everybody knows that Halo 6 is in development, because not everybody's a goddamn Halo fan. Maybe this person just played Halo 5 yesterday or something. or oh well, not yesterday, but the day before. I mean, we don't know. We're not him. You're being an ass when you have no justification. He's just trying to get. He's just saying would be a cool idea, and you don't need to be an ass about it. That's one of the things I hate about like when people go to fanfiction.net or go to YouTube and they post negative comments or try to flag it when all they need to do is if they don't like it. In fanfiction's case, don't fucking read it. In YouTube's case, don't fucking watch it. It's not that hard. Just like on the age matchmaking thing, if you don't want to hear somebody that's an asshole to you, start a fucking party or mute them. Not hard. Takes 5 seconds. Same thing. You don't need to be a dick just because, like, goddamn, dude. This is why I hate humanity, is because it seems to me that there's more assholes than good people. It seems like, seriously, it's fucking amazing. Wouldn't you agree, Squid?
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I agree. I agree totally. Fucking people.
Yeah, and then there's this one idea that says add Al Jazeera's news to Xbox apps. And Salsa Shark commented, apparently you think MS makes the apps. Again, you're trying to be an asshole by how you worded it. Like, again, just...
Your wordplay, man, your word choosing.
Your word choosing is just is really pathetic. Yeah, you're really pathetic, dude. I'm sorry. Just... Like the thing is like I will admit I can be an ass at times. Like I'll go on and play Destiny or play Splinter Cell or any multiplayer game and say I'm better than this guy, but I'm not saying I'm the best in the whole world unless I'm in a party with my friends and they know I'm joking. So like there's a couple of scenarios where I do that, but like if I'm just in a public match, I'll say I'm better than you, but I'm not saying I'm the best in the fucking world. I'm making a direct comparison based off how I'm doing versus how he's doing. And based off a couple matches or so, I'm saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's okay to make a direct, excuse me, it's okay to make a direct comparison. It's not okay to make a generalization, because then at that point you're fucking wrong. Like if I want to say, oh, I'm better than Squid here, that's fine, because I mean, we're comparing each other specifically, not to saying, oh, I'm better, because if you say I'm better, you're comparing yourself to everybody. In this case, every Xbox Live member, and that's not true. You can never be better better than everybody, because there's always that one game that you suck at.
He was the best president in the world right there. That's like Obama saying that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then there's this idea that says Disney Infinity 4.0. Obviously, this person wants Disney Infinity on Xbox. I disagree, but I mean, although that'd be kind of cool to be honest. But I don't agree with that. But I can see how cool that would be. And Salsa Shark commented LOL in all caps and then said, yeah, I think Disney would be so willing to sell off such a successful IP. Again, you don't need to be a dick. It's an idea. It's just an idea. Maybe you're right. They won't do it. Again, you don't need to be a dick about it. This is just a cool idea. There is a reason why we have Xbox User Voice. It's about ideas, how to get enough of a following behind it. Like, you do understand this, right? You don't need to be a dick because somebody says, "Oh, Disney."
No, he's being a pontificating bastard. This kid, man, this shark dude. He's being a.
You can already tell he gets off on this kind of shit, which is really pathetic. Like, wow, that's how you're happy.
Not have a life. I'm just gonna. Yeah, he must not have a life.
Or he can't get laid.
Shit, I mean, yeah.
I had to be honest. I kind of doubt this, but there's a possibility that maybe he just doesn't get laid because he's like one of those nerds like I am, but can't get a girlfriend, and he's just really pissed and taking it out on people.
Something. I mean, there's something behind him. I mean, Salsa Shark. Look at that name. Come on now.
Yeah, Salsa Shark. Salsa Shark. I hope you. I'm gonna say this real quickly because I'm gonna assume you're watching, and I probably will post a link on my Mass Effect Trilogy thing, or hell, I might even send you a freaking Xbox message.
He probably might not watch and post a comment on this saying "fuck you" or something like that, or you're saying I didn't watch it, or you know what I mean. He might not watch it, and if he does, then
Yeah, but anyway, Salsa Shark. I want to say this to you if you're watching, because I'm gonna try and make it to where you do watch this. In all honesty. The reason I'm being an asshole to your comments that I've read so far is because I don't know who you are. I'm just assuming you're one of those guys that gets off and is bullied, but I don't know you. However, I am open-minded to the possibility because, yes, I am, like, in elementary school was bullied, and sometimes you want to do evil things to get back at them and also fill a void. Like, I understand that. rectifying evil within. I understand that, and you're not evil for doing so. It's just human nature. Sometimes we give into our evil nature. Does that make us, like I said earlier, good people can do evil things? Does that make you an evil? No. As long as you've done more good to compensate, you're still good. You're fine. So, and also I am a believer in I am a believer of the dictionary definition of feminism, equality between the genders, and not only legally but also, like, and all this other shit. So that also means I am not afraid to hit a chick if they're in the wrong. Like I'm actually kind of
Exactly.
tired of that ideology where, like, oh, they have to be equal, but then as soon as somebody wants to punch them, oh, now they get special protection. No, that's bullshit. If
Oh
you
yeah,
want to be
yeah, they get
equal, you
like
be
a shield
fucking
around it.
equal.
It's like nope.
No. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, is whether you're a guy or a girl or what the fuck ever, I'm gonna treat you like I would anybody that makes bullshit comments.
Yeah, yeah.
I so be
Can't wear the
thank.
uniform and not play the game. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly. You can't say you're feminist and believe in equality and then try to, when it works against you,
Try
like,
to
no,
find a
if you believe
loophole
it, you
that.
need to fucking
No.
believe it and stick with it. You don't freaking, Anyway, however, Salsa Shark, if you are one of those people like I said in the past, how I was bullied and stuff like that, I understand. Maybe this is your idea of compensation, and you're trying to feel good, and you know what I mean. Because I will admit, I will be honest about it. I have done some evil things. Am I proud of it? No. But have I done them? Yes.
We all have.
You know, but then again, you also have to understand that sometimes the evil things we've done actually help us, because if we are a good person, we will see eventually, whether it be a year, 2 years, whatever, we'll see what we've done and we'll see how evil it is, and we'll want to be better. It'll be motivation for us to get better. So our evil deeds can
Mistakes
help
are a
us.
good thing. They
So
change
yeah,
us.
so
They help us
mistakes
learn.
are actually a good thing to do in life and help us learn. So like, if you want to be my friend, either despite me being a complete asshole to you, because again, I like, I mean, I'm more than willing to, send you a friend request, or you can send me one and I will accept it. We'll get to know each other, because I'm going off the
Play some
assumption here.
games.
Yeah, we'll play some games. We'll have a good time. I'll crack some jokes. You could be on later in my streams and stuff. We'll play some Rainbow or something. I don't know. We'll do something together. We'll hang out. I'm acting the way I'm acting because I'm going off the assumption, because normally this is true, where they're just actually evil bastards that do this, but you might be because I don't know, which is why I'm open-minded. So if I ever meet you, I'm not going to be a dick to you. I'm just being a dick to your comments.
Same.
There's a difference. I'm not being an asshole to you specifically. I'm being an asshole to the specific things
We're
you say.
disliking how you pontificated with those other people and how you.
Yeah, we're
and
disliking how you're
you
acting towards other people and ideas. We're not disliking you specifically because we have not met you. So if we ever meet you, we're going to be
don't
nice
know
to you
why,
until you
like
be a
that.
dick. Yeah, because we don't know. So we're not going to be a dick to you if we ever meet you. So we just want you to understand this. And hell, I'll even send you a fucking friend request after this, probably, just to see, how you are. Anyway, um, okay. And then there's this person Salsa Shark commented on this idea, my games and apps cleanup. And Salsa Shark 8816 commented, highlight game/app, press menu button, select hide. Stop asking for stuff you can already do. Again, don't need to be an asshole. Not everybody knows how to work technology.
No,
Some
not
people,
every, yeah, not everybody knows. I mean, there's a reason why they have this. I mean, you could ask simple questions like that. Not everybody,
yeah, you can
is
ask
smart
simple
like
questions,
that. Some
because
people are
sometimes,
slow-minded. Some people
yeah,
do
some people are
process things.
slow. Some people, like, I mean, you don't know. And also, to be honest here, God damn it, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. I knew I had something. I don't you hate that when you have something that you really that's really good and you want to say it and then you just forget it on the spot? It's like, you fucking dick.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, oh no, I remember what I was gonna say. It's like in science. There's nothing wrong with asking a simple question, no matter how stupid it is, because sometimes that question, just thinking about it, will make you think of, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I was in astronomy, right? And and obviously astronomy is scientific, so compared to normal everyday stuff, it's not as simple. But obviously in the field of astronomy, there are simple ideas. I mean, to the average person, they might not be simple. Okay, I'm kind of rambling, but you get the idea. My astronomy teacher said that how we see everything is light reflection. Like a light beam hits a wall, for example, and it basically paints an image and it reflects that image at us. So, which is why we can't see in the dark, is because there's no light. No light is reflecting off of a surface. It's still there, we just can't see it. So, which also brings us to the thing that also, if light, has to reflect off something and paints an image, I thought to myself, okay, we see like this. Okay, but if we see like this, What if the light beam is like, more light years away, and you see where I'm going with this, and you start thinking to yourself, wait a minute, if we see like this, okay, light paints a picture. If it's the farther the picture is away, the longer it takes to get to us, right? But obviously the light beam is going to continuously paint more, you know what I mean? Because like, let's say a light beam is at a wall, and then it's reflecting, and it's, you know what I mean, that beam is still there, but the wall could be changing even though the beam itself has not, you know what I mean? So came to the conclusion that maybe time and light are the same thing, or if not the same thing, we perceive them the same, because I thought, okay, we see based off light. The light wave can take obviously time. Like the farther it is away, the longer it'll take for us to see the image, and it could change. You see what I'm saying? So I came to the yeah. So I came to the conclusion off of that one simple idea that came into my head. That one simple thing. Once I learned that one simple thing, I had an entire freaking scientific theory about what time and light was, and like literally, it was all fleshed out. Like literally, that one thing, an entire science. Maybe I'm a genius. I don't know, and I'm being sarcastic here when I say this because I'm not a genius. But I'm just saying, maybe in that one moment, because you can be an idiot and have a genius idea, and also vice versa. You can be a genius and have a stupid idea. I mean, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And I had this whole theory about, like, once I learned how we perceive things, I immediately thought of a theory right on the spot in the classroom about how light was, and how, like, let's say Mars is 20 minutes into the past because of how far it is from us, and Jupiter is an hour in the past, like the images we're seeing because of the time it's taken for the light beam to hit it and reflect to our eyes. You know what I mean? All because of that one simple question. That one simple question. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing to ask those questions. It's actually a good thing to be willing to ask the stupid questions. Because not everybody will. Because some people think will be called an idiot because people like you are complete dicks to people about asking stupid things. Maybe if people like
you're
you,
one of the reasons why people don't
yeah,
ask those questions,
yeah,
because you put fear into them and make them think that they're so stupid that they can't actually gain knowledge from those type of simple questions. You could gain knowledge from asking simple questions.
yeah, you really can.
Smarter.
Yeah, because I've met people that'll be like, this is a stupid question, and you can kind of somewhat feel the quote unquote fear in their voice, and I'm like, no, that's not a stupid question, what I mean, because I understand that a simple question can actually mean the difference between learning a whole thing, like with my scientific theory about what time was. And also, but back on that theory, I know this is kind of a tangent here, but might as well finish it, since I kind of already explained almost all of it except for this one little detail. I figured might as well to see, just to kind of get the idea of how far I went. If we perceive time as light because of the light reflection, like the images and stuff, imagine if we could hypothetically go faster than light, or FTL. I got that from Mass Effect, FTL. We could hypothetically, without interfering in the past, go to the past, because we could go, faster than light, and we could see that original light beam, and we could see the images, and if we had a really powerful telescope or something, we could see G's. You know what I mean? Like I know, like it's still an idea. It's a theory. I mean, it's impossible because you can't go faster than light. But I'm saying if we could, because of the nature of light and how it is, we could do that. That could be a way for us to solve the mysteries of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So it's you know what I mean, and all from that one simple question. Simple questions are necessary. That's what you apparently don't understand.
Can help you. They can help you grow.
Yeah, and then there's this idea that says Minecraft story mode, and Salsa Shark commented, it was already released for the Xbox One. Therefore, no. BC. I'm assuming BC means because. Or, I don't know.
No, bullshit. Oh, no, my bad. BC, yeah, because.
I don't know why. Okay, then.
Right.
Okay, again, don't need to be a dick. Maybe this person doesn't know. Because, again, it's not like everybody searches the store every damn day. Maybe this is a little kid with an Xbox account. We don't know, because I actually got onto Xbox when I was around 10.
Maybe they user voice as a guide.
Yeah, as a guide me. I mean, you don't know. You don't know people. Goddamn.
They don't need people like you on there ruining their day.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now. Yeah, there's 23 pages of comments, so I might break this down into a couple parts. Like, maybe we'll do part 1 today, and maybe we'll, yeah, well, let's just go on to wait a minute. Okay, option to remove or hide all sponsored advertising from the dashboard. Social Shark commented, ads help to keep costs down. Would you rather see another increase? No? Stop whining.
Damn, man, you really gotta go that far
Yeah,
into it
really
with
got to
that.
go
I mean,
that
come on
far?
now. There's a reason why everything has remove ads or option to remove ads because ads are annoying. We all hate this. I mean, we all
Even
hate
the
ads,
people that
especially
make
if we're
ads hate watching
yeah.
their own ads. Like, especially, like, for example, what if this guy creates an ad on
They
YouTube
have to do it
and
to make money. I
I
mean,
mean,
but
yeah, they have to make money. That doesn't mean they like it. Like, if I made an
no, that doesn't
ad
mean they
and I
have to
put it
like it.
on my video and I was watching my video or any other video and I saw it, I'm not here on the video to watch the ad. I'm here to watch the fucking video. Why do you think there's a skip ad feature on YouTube unless it's like
Yeah,
a
they don't get on
15-second ad?
Xbox to look at the
Like,
ad. Yeah, get
yeah,
on Xbox
exactly.
to actually play their game.
Yeah, exactly. So, yes, you're right.
Yeah, they're
Maybe it
not there
does
to
keep
help
costs
or
down,
promote shit.
but and promote stuff. Yeah, maybe, but that doesn't mean that we want them there. That just means that's so. Yeah, you're right, but you don't need to be a dick about it. God fucking damn.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit.
This is why I
Did
hate
your
people.
parents just hate you or something when you were a kid or something?
Yeah,
I
yeah. In
mean,
all honesty, Jesus Christ.
if you could change that by being a better person,
Yeah, seriously.
change your bloodline.
Okay. Okay, this idea, multiply downloads or installs. You Salsa Shark commented, you do realize that it would merely split the bandwidth and you'd still wait about the same amount of time. Question mark. And then I don't know why there's a question mark there. And then after the question mark, obviously not. Again, implying to be a dick.
Ask a question like, you do realize this, and he's being like a dick by saying you do
Yeah, yeah,
realize like
yeah.
this.
You're asking him if he realizes this, and you're saying obviously not, because dude, again, you don't need to be an asshole. Not everybody knows this. Not everybody's a fucking genius.
Not everybody has a good mind on these sort of things. Hence why they actually have this.
Why do
thing
you
up.
think
People
there's
can
some
ask
people that are
questions,
good?
any
Why do you think
questions.
there's some people that are good at math, and then other people that are good at English? And you know what I mean, but they suck at that. You know what I mean, like I'm good at math and science, but I suck at English. I mean, I'm good in terms of conveying my stuff to people. I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean, obviously I'm a human being. I'm flawed. I'm not perfect, but I mean, compared to others, as as you've seen in my videos and stuff, if you watched it, I know my way around words. You know what I mean? Well, I guess you could say that. You know what I mean? So even though on like school's English, let's stick to on the school subject, like school's version of English, I'm not that good at because I just don't enjoy it. I think it's kind of stupid. Like, how does reading poetry help me be a psychologist and stuff? Okay, understanding it, fine, cool. But it's not like everybody writes damn poetry these days. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know what I mean. A lot of the things that I'm learning, I don't see as useful for my career choice. So I lack motivation, and also I just blatantly don't understand. Excuse me, I just blatantly don't understand it. And that's not a bad thing, but I make up for it by excelling in math and science. Obviously I excel at science because remember, like I brought up earlier about my scientific theory, how that one realization of how we perceive images by our eyes, and next thing you know, an entire theory, that one thing, you know what I mean? So I'm not a genius in terms of like I know everything overall, but you could say I'm a genius in certain areas like science, maybe. English, hell no. Yeah, so no. Maybe you could teach them this.
Their level of understanding. I mean, you could be a better person by teaching them and putting your
Yeah,
knowledge
just
into them, not being
yeah.
a dick by saying, oh, obviously not. I mean, you could help them and make the
Yeah,
world a better place.
yeah, that's the thing. Is like, how are we to grow as a society if we don't share what we know? And that's one of the things I kind of hate about.
It can be annoying having someone dumb. I mean, sometimes. I mean, it's all annoying. Some people are not. I mean, some people won't admit it, but it is annoying when you have someone who doesn't understand a simple thing. But you can make them a better person by letting them, by helping them, by holding out your hand and actually helping them instead of being a dick or fucking hurting them by saying, okay, obviously not. It's obviously not this.
That's the thing is,
you'd obviously want someone to help you and not be a dick.
yeah, like the entire reason I'm getting on your ass, Salsa, and reading these comments and pointing counters in your bullshit and pointing out how much of an asshole you are, is to see is to hopefully so you realize how you're wrong and how you can be better. Because I do believe there's potential. Yeah, we're trying to be a friend here. Yeah.
It seemed like a dick. We're trying to be your friend here and stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes
too.
a friend has to quote unquote betray a friend to do right by that friend. I'll give an example that Squid is gonna love me for, because this is actually a pretty good example for those of you that are big fans of Splinter Cell. For those of you that are fans of Splinter Cell, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about here. But yeah, Lambert in Splinter Cell Double Agent, and well,
throughout.
Look
Look at the story.
Look up. You don't need to play the game.
Great
Just look up.
game.
Just look up the story.
Yeah.
But in Conviction, they give away one of the plot twists that Lambert, because of a mole inside third echelon and blah blah blah. Your character Sam Fisher, who thought his daughter was dead for 3 years, by the time this realization and conviction happened, found out that Lambert actually faked his daughter's death because there's a mole inside third echelon, and that his daughter was going to be used to leverage him. And again, Sam Fisher, if you know Splinter Cell, is an agent, Black Ops and stuff like that. He's, you know what I mean. So Lambert did what he did and faked her death and kept her safe. You know what I mean? He did betray his friend, obviously, because Lambert told him she was dead and blah blah blah, obviously, to make sure he could do his job. You know what I mean? But think about what he did for the daughter, though, and which obviously we would all agree the daughter's more important, and Sam obviously as a father would agree with that. So Lambert did betray him, but he did it for the best reason in the world.
Yeah, he did bad initially, but he did good long term.
He
showed the definition of a true friendship.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, is we're being a dick to you not because we're assholes. It's because we need to be assholes so you can see our perspective on things, so you can maybe see. Because to be honest,
what we truly believe in,
yeah,
what you do when you put those comments.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're not.
So we're not saying we hate you or anything. We're just saying you hate what you do, basically. Like, we hate how you be a dick to everybody. If you want to be our friends, because obviously we can take being an asshole to a whole nother level. If you see in our rainbow streams, like, we can be complete dicks to one another when we want to be, but we're friends and we know we're joking, so you know what I mean. We were able to do that because we understand. But with you, it's like you don't have that. Like me and him have been friends for almost 4 years, so we're able to be douches on that whole other level because we know at the end of the day we're joking. You do not have that with these people, so when you're being a douche, it's taken literally, because there are people like that. So if you're just trying to be...
Some people are sensitive than others. Some people are going through depression. Some people have an upset mindset. Some people get abused. Some people get sexually assaulted. And let's just say if they're trying to have a good day and they go on there asking questions, trying to be friendly or whatever, and then you come in there ruining their day, I mean, that's just gonna trigger them. You never know what you could do that could actually push someone down that road further, possibly to make them commit suicide. Yeah, it might sound a little broad or brass, but that's very true, because there are people out there that are going through stuff like that. Just because they're acting happy trying to ask questions doesn't mean deep down they aren't going through anything.
Yeah, because there's a thing that I see, like, on Facebook and stuff, that I do believe, because this is legitimately true. People that smile the brightest have hurt the worst, because, like, if you went through unimaginable pain, you know what I mean, like emotionally or whatever, the littlest thing, because of how traumatizing it was, is a distraction. Like, just so much as being with your friends, seeing them makes you happy, knowing you can do that. You know what I mean? The littlest thing can. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it could be so meaningful, and it can make you smile brighter. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing.
You just gotta critique it and see what.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, is when you see somebody smile, maybe they're legitimately happy, or that they've hurt so much that, you know what I mean. So the question is that if you see somebody happy, well, why are they happy? Is it because they've been through something tragic, and that littlest thing is a distraction, and that distraction is why they're happy, or are they just like legit? You know what I mean?
Moments because they know what it's not. They know what it's like not to enjoy any meaningful moments. They know what it's like to go through traumatizing pain, and they like enjoying the meaningful moments because they appreciate life. They appreciate the good things of life, because maybe through their whole life they never had any good things, and it's so rare for them to find the good things and the good things to keep them going.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that's the thing, is that's why I'm never a dick to anybody unless provoked. Is because I know that, the littlest word, because that's the thing, is like, I do believe that some people do need to grow a backbone, and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
Because sometimes they'll get angry over something stupid.
Yeah,
like if you don't get a Christmas present and you whine, yeah, I get that, because it's Christmas, you want to have a fun, I get that. But then at the same time, it's like, it's a present, there's always next year, you can save up and buy your own, you know what I mean? And that's not the meaning of Christmas, that's just like a tradition. So yeah, if grow a backbone and fuck off. But if it's something like your grandma died, and you're, or something like that, and you're traumatized, then yeah, I understand that, and the littlest thing could set you off, because you're still in that fucked up state of mind.
And people make you a bad person for getting set off, but they don't even know the reason why. They don't even see the reason why. They don't understand why. So they jump to conclusions and they judge you.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is
Because
why
some
we're not
people are
trying to
pretty
get
ignorant.
you, because we don't know the reasons why you're being a dick to everybody. We don't know the reason behind it.
Yeah, we're not trying
We
to be
know
a
a
dick to
damn
you.
thing about you.
We're trying to, you know,
We're just, yeah.
point out how wrong you are in your comments, and obviously try to be
And how much
entertaining
pain you've
in the
caused in the
process.
cause.
Yeah, and also try to be
Which just
entertaining in the
probably
process.
happened to you, which is why you're probably doing this or something. Or you're probably just doing it because you get off it. We don't know the reason why, and we're not saying you're a bad person at all. We're just saying sometimes the things you do
I'll go as
can
far
actually
as to
hurt others.
say that this person is a bad person if it's actually something they get off of. But if it's something that they're doing as a coping mechanism because we don't know their past, like if they're a good person at heart, this is just how they cope or something like that.
Or
Then
if you're just a good person to your friends or the people that you get along to, but you're a dick to everybody else, then yeah, that can still justify you as a bad person.
yeah,
And how do you make friends anyway? How do you meet those type of people without being a dick? I mean, you're not just gonna walk up to somebody and be a dick, and then you're gonna become best friends. I mean, you obviously have to be nice to somebody in your life to obviously have friends. I mean, I'm willing to bet that you do have friends because everybody at least has one friend that they get along with that you're a dick to. I mean, you probably do have friends that you get along with and that you're a dick to and stuff like that. But how did you meet that person? You got along with them, and they saw a side of you that obviously is a good side. You could have more friends if you do that to other people because you never know who's out there. Never know what type of people are out there. You could have someone out there who's just like you, but they choose to be nice instead of being like you.
yeah. And anyway, here's another thing. Bring back Netflix party mode. And then Salsa Shark commented it because there's a lot of comments that are similar to this on ideas. Like there's a lot of similar comments that Salsa Shark posted that say something on the lines of try upvoting existing topics. Maybe then it will get some traction. Again,
Again, man.
you can send them the link to do just that. Instead of just sitting there being an asshole commenter, you could actually
That
help
doesn't
them
make a
do just
difference.
that
Yeah,
because
send a link and make a difference. I
yeah,
mean, you
send
want
the
to see a
link and make
change?
a difference
Help that
instead of
change.
just doing this. Like goddamn, not that hard.
Telling someone to get off their ass isn't actually going to make them get off their ass. Giving them a slight push and actually giving them encouragement will help them do it. I mean, if you're trying to help someone get a job and you tell them, hey, get off your ass and get a job, no. If you actually help them get a job, help them find a job, then yes, that'll help.
Yeah,
It's the difference
exactly.
between pushing someone and yelling at them, because usually yelling doesn't actually help. I mean, it just pisses them off more and makes them want to fucking sit on their ass. But if you actually care
That's
for them,
true.
show you care by helping them and by saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to help you out. Here's $500. Here's a job. Here's a small apartment. I'm going to help you out tomorrow. We're going to go through. We're going to find a job. Okay? That's actually helping. But if you're just sitting there saying, no, you know what, get off your ass, go find the job, you're getting out of my apartment, no, fuck off. That's not going to help them because they're not going to have enough time. They're not going to have enough motivation. The slightest change could actually turn someone's life around. Like if you're an alcoholic and somebody actually helps you get an apartment and get a job, they could change your life around. They could have a wife, a kids, nice house, clean shave, nice job. You could totally change their life around. The slightest difference can actually help someone become a better person. Like
Okay.
you, if you had a bad past, the slightest difference with you could have made you a better person and not post these comments to people and ruin their days. But no, someone chose to probably be a dick to you and ruin your day. So now you see as a chance to be vindictive and cause that pain that someone caused you, probably. Unless you just get off on this shit. Which in that case, you should just find a new hobby.
Yeah, okay. Then there's another idea that says bring back the connect gestures. And again, same thing as the previous comments also did, except a little bit more vindictive. Never gonna happen. Why? It's because there are a handful of existing topics just like this one. However, instead of upvoting them, you guys just make a brand new one. So just like those, this one will be ignored.
Yeah, they don't know. See, I mean, you're just destroying their hope right there. I mean, they could actually want to do that themselves. I mean, this is one of those things where it's quantity over quality. I mean, you could have one vote with all these fucking things, and then you could have all these fucking topics with so many different several votes. I mean, it honestly depends on how you see things. They're making this because they actually want to help and change. I mean, you don't know if it's never going to happen. You don't know if somebody out there is going to look at their idea and say, you know what, this has a little bit of votes, but this idea is fucking brilliant. Just like Alien's saying earlier, that little thing he had, that little simple thing he had, went into a whole theory. If he was an adult and he was a scientist and shit like that, and he actually did that, and that actually changed a lot of shit, and he became a millionaire of it, the simplest thing could actually help. Could actually make a change. You never know when Microsoft representatives are just looking through this and they see someone's idea and they want to go through with it.
Yeah, and also if you're really hypercritical, maybe like title, like connect hand gestures or bring back the connect or like if the title is different but the description is the same. If they see like thousands of different ideas but with the same basic description, they can just basically say that, okay, there's one vote on each of these, but look at the description, they're all the same. So let's total them up as one idea. Okay, 1,000 different ideas with 1 to 7 votes. That's about 7,000 people or something. You see what I'm saying? So even then, they don't even need to do that. That's not exactly true.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're really, really hypercritical like us, you're actually wrong. I mean, of course, Microsoft themselves might not be that hypercritical, but maybe there is that one guy in there that is, and is going to go to representatives and be like, yo, okay, I have all these ideas, and look at the descriptions. They're all the same. So let's total up the total votes, because this is one idea, just people just being idiots, maybe. I mean, but to be honest, that's what I would say. Is to be honest, because I'm a guy that doesn't sugarcoat shit. It's kind of idiotic not to search for your thing, and I'll agree with you on that. That maybe they should actually search and upvote it. But that doesn't. But that does not. But that does not disregard how good the idea itself is, if it is good, just because it's on different. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. So you're actually wrong on a hypercritical standpoint. Like where you're really critiquing that shit. So no, you're actually wrong.
Exactly.
Reestablish free subscriptions. I actually do not. I actually, even though I would appreciate a free membership. Like where I can play online for free. I actually do think that's a bad idea. Like I mean, I want that in terms of like how it could benefit me economically, getting more games and shit. But then you also have to think about how could be detrimental to the service because that money is paying for the servers and the representatives. And if you want to have these good servers and shit, you need to be willing to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, so even though I kind of want it free, at the same time I don't. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes the user gets better and shit like that, but still, free shit is actually could be helpful.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it could be,
But even then they do for free with free gold days every now and then. Like there'll be like a free gold weekend sometimes. So even silver dudes do have their moments, even if they're poor as hell. So they still have time to play. I mean, Microsoft ain't completely heartless. They do have moments.
exactly.
Anyway, there's this idea that says reestablish free subscriptions. Sauce Shark commented, Silver subs still exist. Silver subs never could play multiplayer matches. Emphasis on still and never. Silver subs still exist. Silver subs never could play multiplayer matches.
Are they capital?
Not everybody knows
What do
this.
you mean?
Not everybody knows this. Because not
Did he put the
everybody
capitals
gets
on it?
Xbox to play online. Sometimes they do what I do with my PS3 and play it for single player games. And never play multiplayer at all. So not everybody knows this.
Then they just do it just to watch it, just to watch YouTube and shit like that. I mean, you never
Yeah.
know. They couldn't have a phone. Did he put the capitals on them or something, Alien? Or did he just
Y-
put like the little? What did he do?
No, he actually capitalized still and never. Like silver subs still exist. Silver subs never could play multiplayer matches. Like he emphasized it. He's clearly being a dick.
Yeah.
I want to
Like, come
assume
on,
it. I want to
man.
assume it's a he because usually guys tend to be more vindictive and you know
I
like
highly
this.
doubt it's a girl at this point. Yeah, I
Yeah,
doubt
I
it's a
highly
girl.
doubt it's a girl too.
Because
I mean, it could be, it could
wordplay
be.
and everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
But
it
unless
could be.
he's married or whatever and has like his wife or come on and shit
I
like
mean,
that.
I'm open-minded
Wow.
to admit it's a girl if I'm wrong, or a woman, I should say. But to be honest, I feel like it's a dude based off everything we've read so far.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's basically
Grand Theft Auto 5 backwards compatible, and then South
What?
Shark.
What?
Yeah, people do actually
Oh,
want
sorry.
that. And then Salsa Shark
Wow.
commented, GTA 5 was already released for the Xbox One. Therefore, no. That is not true. That is not true. There's actually many a game that are backwards compatible that actually do have Xbox One versions of themselves. I'll give you a fucking example. Bioshock Infinite. Even though there's a Bioshock collection where you can get 1, 2, and Infinite, and you have to buy the collection to play Bioshock Infinite, there is still a remastered version of Infinite, but there's also the backwards compatible version. And then there's God, for some reason, God, I'm not, I wasn't, God, I can't think of any more, to be honest. I know there's more because I've seen them and I have some.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, actually, no, I remember now. Yeah, Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 is a perfect example. There's Saints Row Re-elected, which is Saints Row 4 remastered basically, and I have currently installed Saints Row 4, the backwards compatible. So that's not true. Like I agree with you that GTA 5 should not be backwards compatible,
Because
but
it's
actually
just one of those games. But yeah.
because it's like if you have an Xbox One, well, why would you ever play that GTA when you could just spend, especially if you get it on sale, spend like 10, $20 and get like a way better version with stunt races and all that shit. So GTA is one of the few exceptions where yeah, I would agree that maybe shouldn't be backwards
That's
compatible.
like saying,
But
hey, let's make Destiny backwards compatible.
that'd be like saying make Destiny backwards compatible. But it's like, why would I play the 360 version when I could spend a little extra money, especially again if you get it on sale, and get Rise of Iron and shit. You know what I mean, and all that. So it's like, why? I mean, again, maybe if you want to go play with your 360 buddies that have that, like I see how it's useful. But then on the grand scheme of things, it's like if you have the option between the two of them, which one are you gonna go for? It's kind of a no-brainer. You know what I
And go
mean?
for
Like,
the new one, yeah. It's more beneficial if you get the new one. I mean, they're not going to make it backwards compatible because in the grand, again, like Alien said, in the grand scheme of things, it's more beneficial to actually get the new one.
yeah,
Use the
exactly.
newest to make
So
it
even
backwards
though I
compatible.
agree with you that it should not be backwards compatible, because that's what I think you're going for here. Again, you don't need to be a dick about it. You could just say what I do and give facts and say that due to reasons and this mindset, do you really think that they would do that, knowing that you could spend an extra 10, $20 if you wait till for it to get on sale and then have all this extra shit? In addition to the old shit and better graphics and all that, you know what I mean? And being able to
I mean,
record it,
there's
stream
got to
it,
be
like,
something
I
out
mean,
there
come on
that you
now.
want that's odd that obviously people thought was stupid. I mean, but you still probably wanted it, and you're probably one of those majorities that actually want something out there in the world that's actually, but nobody else wants it. I mean, everybody wants something that nobody else wants, and they're in the fucking minority for it. But that doesn't mean you should be a dick to them because they're in the minority.
All right. Anyway, there's this. I kind of want your opinion on this because I don't really know what to make of this. This
Okay.
idea: children under the age of 12 should be banned from playing 18 plus games. No, no,
Oh my
no,
God! No, no, no.
no. We're not going to explain why. Again, watch our age matchmaking video. Like we explained it time and time again. Physical age and the amount of years you've been on this earth does not mean a damn thing against mental maturity. So no, fuck that idea. Um, but
And the
anyway,
parents could say, hey, you know what? I think you're mature enough to play this, even though you're 12, because mental age is different than fucking that age. I mean, sure, since little kids are always going to have that ignorant side or that immature side, and might spaz out a little bit like that, or might rage sometimes, but they could still be, in the grand scheme of things, mental mature. They could have the mind of a fucking 20-year-old and just be 12.
look at me.
No, we're not
I'm
going to go over this
17.
again.
Like look at me. I'm 17, almost 18. I easily have the mind of a 30-year-old. I mean, look at me.
I'll
How
vouch for him. I mean, he's smart. Yeah, he's smart. I mean, if I didn't know his age, I'd probably think he's like in his 20s or something.
yeah, see. Yeah. Because I don't think most 18-year-olds actually have constructive arguments. Because I know a lot of
They
teenagers
don't
in high
pay
school,
attention, I
and they're
suppose.
complete idiots. And I mean complete idiots. Like, one word and their argument's just smashed, and then they still try to fight you, and it's like, I smashed your argument. You're just repeating the same shit. Find something else, you moron.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, it's like, it
If you
amazes
say
me
it
how.
like that, it's okay though.
Yeah.
'Cause it's true.
But anyway, this idea: children under the age of 12 should be banned from playing 18 plus games. And this also Shark commented, "I'm sure all those kids were truthful about their age when they created their accounts."
Not
I'm pretty
true. Not really true because I
I'm
mean they're
pretty
scared of
sure
getting
that
banned or there's something.
I'm pretty
It
sure
depends. It's
that
case by case.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually. I'm almost dead positive that. Well, there are kids that do make fake accounts, and it's not that hard. It's actually ridiculously easy to make a fake age. It's not
Yeah,
that
they
hard.
usually do it because they're scared, though. I mean, and they don't want to be honest for that exact reason right there. I mean, most kids are
I
honest
actually
because,
did give my
yeah.
real age on this account. I actually did use my real birthday, but that's. I mean, I do have other accounts where I did use fake ages, like when I was a lot younger, and then I decided to make my own legitimate account, my real age, now that I'm old enough, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I actually wanted to have a legit thing, So,
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, okay. And then there's this idea called console Bluetooth streaming, And Salsa Shark 816 commented, "Yeah, because 25 Mbps megabits per second is so much better than 10, 100, 1,000 megabits per second, right? Like 10 slash 100 slash 1,000 megabits per second, like 10, 100, 1,000. Like, come on now.
Come on, man, really?
I don't even know what, to be honest, I don't know what that means.
What he said?
Oh, wait a minute, I think I know what it means. Yeah, okay, never mind. I think I get it, but still. Like, again, you don't need to be a dick about it. Don't need to be a dick about it.
Yeah, exactly. The main point thing of things is not to be a dick, but you still are anyway. You're taking the money factor with those some people. Maybe they want less because they can't afford it.
Okay. Here's this idea that says refunds for accidental recurring memberships. I think they put accidental twice. And Salsa Shark commented, "I have worked for wireless and cable companies." Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit. You
What
worked
did
for
he say?
wireless and cable companies, and yet you're a complete asshole to these Xbox fanboys? Wow, I kind of doubt this.
Oh my god, I got a description of his age and who he might be. He might be a 40-year-old trying to. Oh my god, I got this.
Oh god.
My god.
Oh my god.
No.
Salsa Shark. I have worked for wireless and cable companies and can say that this will never happen. No company is going to do something like this. Your wireless company, for example, isn't going to say, "Oh, you didn't use any minutes or data, so you get that month free." Okay, that is true. That is true. I would agree with them on that. That is true. Welcome to the real grown-up world where you pay a month in all caps in advance. Don't need to be a dick.
Come on, man. You're what, an
It,
S40 or
it's
something?
it's
How
it's
you
your
be a
it's your
dick?
choice whether you use it or not. MS shouldn't be penalized because you didn't read the terms closely enough or forgot. Okay, that last bit I agree with, but again, don't need to be a dick about it. Like putting in all caps in advance, again, you do understand that you don't know who put this idea down. You do understand that there are little kids that with maybe fake ages on their accounts because let's be honest, it has been proven that people that are like 10 years old tend to be a lot smarter than their grandparents despite their age. Why? They've grown up in a more technologically adept era. It has literally been proven. If you don't believe me, go look up studies. This has been
Or they
proven that
ask
my
their parents to
generation is
help them out with
smarter
this
than the
thing,
previous generation, and it continues to grow exponentially. So yes, despite that, that doesn't mean they have the attention span to read an entire long legal goddamn document.
Exactly.
So,
If they're
because
asking their
again,
parents
you
to
could be
help, they're trying to
smart
do
as
something
holy
right.
hell and be able to interpret things like that most people can't, but that doesn't mean that you're going to sit down and read a 50-page document. There's a
Yeah, let's be
difference
honest, who the
between being
fuck
able to
reads that? I
understand it.
mean, come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Like seriously, who reads the terms of service? Like for anything, unless it's really short. Like honestly, who unless you're a lawyer and your job is to do like you know what I mean. But like if just an average person, who sits down and reads the Microsoft terms of service? Except for the super basic things that everybody should know. But I mean like the entire thing. Like you just sit there and like nobody does. Not a single person
Nobody.
except unless lawyers and shit like that do. Not a single damn person. So again, you don't know this person's age. You don't know if they read the service. They most likely haven't read the service. And to be honest, I don't think you did either. And if you did, well, congratulations. You're one of the rare ones. You want a fucking
Hey,
cookie?
congratulations. You want a gold star or something?
Yeah. You want a gold star, you asshole? No.
A cookie?
Oh, yeah. You want a gold star? Oh, I'm sorry. No. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, but no. Again, you don't need to be a dick. You don't need to be a dick. You're being a dick for no rhyme or reason. Yes, you're right. Microsoft should not be penalized or whatever for somebody not for paying for a month and not using it. Yes. I personally would like the idea that it actually is something where it's timed. Like once you buy like a 3 month, it actually goes 90 days. And instead of it, like if you don't get on a day, you know what I mean? Like I like you actually have to use those hours up. Like you can save them. Like I get
Yeah,
how
like that,
you know what I mean. That way for some reason, what if you buy a 3 month and yeah, then you have a business trip and you're gone for a month? You can get that month back. You know what I mean?
Or you could stop it right there. You could press stop and you could revert back to silver and you could hold on to that month, you know?
Yeah. I mean that would be a good idea. You know that I think would be a good idea. That way, if I end up not getting on for a day, you know what I mean. That would be a good idea. That way we could save money. That way we would not waste our memberships. You know what I mean. That way we can use it productively, get maximum value. That would be a good idea. But seriously, really, in all caps, in advance, you're fucking with me, right? Are you really
Come
trying to
on,
be that
man.
much of a dick?
I I mean,
This
you're a
is what
grown man. You understand what it's like. I
if
mean,
if you
shit.
worked for a wireless and cable company, you're obviously an adult. So my question to you is obviously you might be adult in terms of age here, not nowhere near as adult as I am in terms of mental maturity. Because putting in all caps in advance is a dick move, especially when you have no idea, unless you're working like me under the assumption of they're an adult, which in this case you've kind of proven it if what you say is true. So my assumption was accurate based off what you were saying, and being a complete asshole to people. But but seriously, you don't need to be an asshole. There's no
Being an
rhyme or
asshole never solves
reason
anything. It
for
just provokes
this.
more drama.
Yeah, like seriously.
When you obviously
And,
work for a company, you know how it is. I mean, with business trips and shit like that. I mean, it would be great to save shit like that. If you could cancel out your membership really quick and go away and then come back and re-enable it, like that'd be pretty good. I mean, you obviously understand if you do work for a company.
yeah. And honestly, let's be honest here. If you're obviously an Xbox member, obviously Salsa Shark, but let's be honest. You're kind of a hypocrite because let's be honest. I know deep down, at least at one point in time, you thought to yourself, "What a good idea that'd be," or like, "What I want to save my membership because I have a business trip," or something. Where you were a month because obviously if you work, you
So
have
you gotta
a
work
job, you have an
overtime.
adult, you might have a wife, you might work like you know what I mean. I know you thought that at least once, and here you're saying that in all caps, pay a month in advance. Like, come on now. Really, you
I mean,
hypocrite.
not everybody is who you are. Not everybody has your level of perception and sees things the way you see it. We're all human. We all see things differently. Not everybody's going to be exactly like you and agree with you. You got to understand that there are differences in this world. There are people that are going to be different than you, possibly right than you, possibly better than you. But I mean, that doesn't mean you have to be a dick. That doesn't mean you have to just provoke them and just be a dick more and just cause more drama because you never know who the other person could be. You never know if they could be a hacker and just watching your comment and then just decide to hack your bank account and shit like that, then just ruin your life. You never know. You never know who's on the other side of that screen.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things. That's why I try never to provoke people because, like on Xbox Live with fake gamer tag, like with gamer tags and all, like you don't know. Like right now, Salsa Shark, you do realize that if you were really hypercritical and actually thought ahead, you do realize how like if I was one of those complete jerk hackers that the littlest thing set them off, you do realize that you commenting on my Mass Effect trilogy thing when I was trying to do the right thing, which you should have known, I could have easily hacked you. Because at that point I had your gamer tag. I could, if I was good enough hacker, if I had you do realize I could have made your life a living hell. Could have made you lose all the shit you bought. Could have possibly got your bank account info, your credit card info if you had any. You do realize how like hypothetically how much I could have screwed you all because you wanted to be a dick and being a dick for a stupid reason, like me trying to do the right thing and get it by an honest reason instead of just
Maybe he's tired of
exploiting
hacking
them.
and wanted to do the right thing for once with Mass Effect, and you're over here pontificating and trying to ruin his day. He could have. What if he was a hacker? He could have just made your life.
Yeah. What if? That's the thing you fail to understand, Salsa, in all your comments is you're not understanding that the what if possibilities. What if his motivations
What
are
if one
this?
of your
What
kids
if this?
actually
What
has
if
a dad
that?
works for Microsoft and they
What
report
if
your
what
comment
if
and the dad sees this?
Well, yeah, what if my dad worked for Microsoft and he saw your comment and he sees his kid like going, oh, he got something by this means, he's reporting his glitch and he's proud and he sees you and like, because again, you do realize that if I had if I had people inside Microsoft, I could have screwed you. I didn't even need to be a hacker. What if my dad? Because you don't know. When my dad, my mom, brother, whatever. I wouldn't have needed to be a hacker. I just need somebody inside Microsoft and I could screw you over. It's not that hard. People have done that. It's
Yeah,
not again.
it is a
You
real
need
world for a
to
real
be.
reason, man. That
Yeah,
people have done that.
yeah. That's the thing. The thing is you are in the wrong here. You need to understand, and this is why we're trying to help you here, even though we're kind of being assholes about it. But if you're gonna be an asshole to others, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. The
We don't
thing I hope you.
sugarcoat things. We don't do.
Yeah,
We don't
we
seem to be an
never.
asshole, but it's honesty. Honesty is never ever nice unless it is. But this type of honesty is never going to be sugarcoated.
Yeah, this type of honesty is not going to be sugarcoated.
You
Like,
treat
even though we're
people how
coming
you
off
want to
as
be
assholes,
treated.
the intention is to help you understand.
Yeah, treat people
Understand
how
what could
you
have
want to
happened.
be treated.
Understand what the ramifications of what you're doing could be. Understand these what if possibilities. That's the purpose.
Exactly. You want to be treated nice, treat others nice.
Exactly.
Treat people how you desire to be treated, how you wish to be treated.
Okay, and then there's this idea that says option to delete unwanted apps, and this person's idea, you spell apps, APS, which could be a
Then
typo.
no, it's
That could be a typo because we don't know if they're on keyboard. Obviously it's the user voice, so they could be on keyboard and they mistype. I mean, that is possible. That is very possible. And I want you to remember that we don't know if that was on purpose or if it was a typo. Let's keep and obviously Salsa does not know that either. So I want you to keep that in mind because he went ape shit over that typo where there was one P
oh my
instead of
god.
two. He legit went ape shit. Option to delete unwanted apps with one P, unwanted apps, demos, and games from the cloud. Salsa Shark responded with this. First, it's apps in all caps. Apps with two P's, not one. You
Oh my
again,
god.
that could have been a typo. You do not know. So the fact you wrote that down means you
Fucking
assume
grammar Nazi, man. All out grammar Nazi. I will admit, I'm a grammar Nazi too. When somebody gets a shit wrong, I always try to correct it in a nice and conformable manner. And you're over here just going ape shit. Like, I will admit, I mean, I'm a grammar Nazi. I mean, Alien could even can vouch for me because I have corrected him. It is
Yeah.
annoying, I understand, but you do not have to go that far. There is a line there. There is a line.
Yeah,
When
you
correcting
went
somebody, trying to
first.
help them.
You said first it's apps, and then you wrote the word apps in all caps. Basically, again, in the texting world or the reading world, since it was originally books before texting, that is you yelling. You're yelling to this person that it's apps. You do not need to do that. Again, it is, and also you should have thought about this because obviously you didn't bother to take this into account since you don't know this person, you don't know when they wrote the. Well, actually, you do know when they wrote this because it does say. But there's a thing called a typo. You do understand that how maybe this person accidentally did a typo and then just
Maybe they're a
refused to
fast
fix it.
typer.
Maybe they're a fast typer and they just refuse to
I'm
fix
a
it because
fast typer, so
obviously
I tend to
everybody
make
knows
mistakes.
what he's trying to get at. Is when I read this option delete unwanted apps, I knew what he meant because he said apps, demos, and games from the cloud, and this is Xbox user voice, so he means apps like YouTube. It's easy. You can tell based off what the website is, what the purpose of the website is, and what the idea is. Option to delete unwanted apps, demos, and games from the cloud. You can immediately understand what he's getting at, despite the typo. And it was a one-letter typo, one letter off, and you went ape shit over that when that same thing has probably happened to you when you've texted a friend and you do understand how much of a hypocrite you are. Is I don't care. I don't need to see your text. I you at least once, if not a lot more, because that has happened to me many a time.
And
So
I'm
no,
pretty sure
you
when
are a
somebody corrects
hypocrite.
you get all pissed off and say, "Hey, don't you correct my shit? It's a mistake," and you're being a hypocrite right there.
You're being
I
a
mean, we all
hypocrite.
make mistakes. I made
Yeah, you're
mistakes too with
you're being a
texting. I mean, I'm a
hypocrite, and
fast
again,
typer.
you have no reason to correct him when considering again what the website is and how it says option to delete unwanted apps, demos, and game. Again, you knew what he meant. You don't need
It's
to correct
implied.
him. Yeah, you don't need to correct him. Just say everything like goddamn. First, it's apps
It's
with
like if you're
two
talking
P's,
about a
not
certain
one.
subject with your friend and they say something about that subject and they make a typo, but you know what they meant because it's common instinct because you know what they're fucking talking about. Grammar isn't everything when you're talking about a certain topic that's clearly easy to understand and
Yeah,
decipher.
yeah, goddamn. Yeah, first it's
I mean,
apps
you
with
talk
two
about
P's,
people
not
wanting to
one.
live in the
Really?
real world. How about you live in the real world? I understand that mistakes are mistakes, and we all have to learn by our mistakes, and we all make mistakes. Doing what you do, trying to push people into that change won't make them change. They have to learn how to change on their own
That's what I
without
don't
training
under.
people.
That's one of the things that makes this a real hypocrite is because obviously I'm reading it newest to oldest. So the newest comment he made was obviously the previous one where he said welcome to the real world, where you pay a month in advance. You say welcome to the real world, but your comment, but the comment you made before this, the one that we just read, where it's first it's apps. You do realize how much of a hypocrite
You're
you are
stuck out of
because
the real world. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's
you're
not.
not in the real world because you should know that. Oh, obviously people make fucking typos and it's nothing to go ape shit over.
Clearly.
Like god damn.
Welcome to the real
Fuck.
world.
You know how hard it is not to hate this guy? I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
We're not going to hate you. We're going to dislike your actions because we don't hate. Hate's a big word in the real world.
It
We
takes a
dislike
lot.
your
It
actions
takes
and
a
how
lot
you
for me to
handle your
hate some.
problems.
Well, I should say I hate their actions. How about that? I don't hate the person because I have
Yeah,
not talked to them. They've never done anything to me directly. I just hate what I've been reading so far and how this person's been treating people.
how they
Again,
handle things.
again, if I met them in real life, or not real life, but if I just met them on Xbox one day, I'm open minded to getting hang and go play Destiny or something. I'm open minded to that, but goddamn.
Because he could be a total nice person, verbally and while you're playing a game, but when it comes to literal shit like this, you could be a complete dick. I mean, there's two sides, which is why we don't hate you. We just hate this type of action that you do.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing on with that same comment. First, it's apps with two P's, not one. All right. None of these things are in quotation marks in the cloud. Once you delete them, they are gone. What is preserved within your profile is the license information. Okay, that's true. He's not wrong. Okay. If your gripe is that these things show up in your library, then simply hide them. Your license still exists, but you'll have to search the store should you ever wish to download them. Again. I think this person meant to say again, but he said download them ago. I'm gonna assume he meant again because it's kind of easy to assume that's the case because of how it goes.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's easy to make mistakes. I mean, because
Yeah, exactly.
that autocorrects and shit.
Yeah, it also could be on the phone where autocorrects. Yeah, so you know what I mean. So yeah, okay, we're gonna assume it's again because that makes sense. Should you ever wish to download them again? Yeah, that makes sense. Again, all right. Seriously, people shouldn't throw around terms they clearly don't understand. Overuse of cloud is annoying, and then quotation marks. Tech savvy is another that should get you shot. No,
okay,
that is a thing.
Okay, understanding. They throw them around to understand them.
Okay, you do realize what the meaning of tech savvy means. That is a thing. People are tech savvy. People that know nothing about something can still almost immediately upon tinkering with it understand what it does. I've had that multiple times when I was real little and I used not a single damn thing of technology and I started tinkering with it and I figured it out within 2 minutes. People do have the ability to adapt. That's what tech savvy, at least to me, is. The ability to understand it and adapt very quickly. That is a thing. That is not a term. That is actually an ability. That's not a fucking term. Yeah, that's not a term.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it could be a term, but if it's a term, the term is somebody with the ability to understand technology and figure it out even when they have no idea what the fuck that it does. Like I did. Like you really think I know?
The smartest people I know with technology.
Yeah, like literally. Do you think? And the thing is everybody in some minor way is tech savvy. Because I mean, do you think anybody here, when the Xbox was first made, knew how to work it? No, they bought it and they tinkered with it, and eventually they learned it. And then there's some people that couldn't learn it, and those people that did learn it, especially if they're good people, passed it on. Those people that could learn it very quickly, adapted and just had a natural ability to understand it. That's tech savvy. That is a legit thing, you fucking retard. Learn your fucking terms. That is not something that should get you shot. That is something that if you are tech savvy, you should be praised for actually understanding the very thing that is every fucking where in the modern era.
Why do they have this website so people can be tech savvy and they could understand it more? Because they're tinkering with this website, you know what I mean? And you're over here just saying that they should be shot and stuff like that. What type of world did you even grow up in? Did you just... Oh my god.
Yeah, tech savvy is a legit thing. I'm tech savvy.
I mean, you want them to be tech savvy, let them be tech savvy. Let them learn from their own mistakes. Don't just jump in there and try to run their life. They don't know a thing about you. You don't know a thing about them. They don't even... You're nothing to them. You're just coming up here trying to run their life.
Yeah, saying that the tech savvy term should get you shot is like really fucking immature and pathetic. Like, oh, I say I'm tech savvy, oh, I should be shot now. Even though, what have I done to you? I've done nothing other than critique your points, even though I might be an asshole about it. Again, you can never disregard intention. My intention is for you to try to be hypercritical and understand, maybe in this instance, maybe this would be acceptable, blah, blah, blah. We're not trying to be assholes to you specifically. We're trying to be assholes to the specific things you've done. There's a difference between being an asshole to the actions you've done and you yourself. There's a fucking difference.
We're trying to rectify the actions you've done, not just who you are as a person altogether. We're trying to rectify the things you did, the choices you did.
Yeah, so now I must be shot, apparently, for saying I'm tech savvy, because I am. I learned how to use an Xbox.
We're all tech savvy at some point.
Well, actually, I think tech savvy is, again, the ability to understand technology really quick and adapt. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, you just learn it. Like, you just learn it on the spot, like, with nobody teaching you. Like, that's how I was.
At some point. Like, if you're playing an old Game Boy or something like that, and you get into it really quick, and you barely just got it.
Yeah, like, everybody in some form is tech savvy. It's just, maybe some people are tech savvy with certain things and not others. Some people are tech savvy with fucking everything.
I was tech savvy with my Xbox when I first got it.
Yeah, like look at my PS3. I never had a PS3 before my dad bought it for me. I understood how it worked almost instantaneously. And I never used one before. It was just that fucking simple.
And you're over here saying people should be shot? Okay, what about your cable company that you so-called work for? Aren't there tech-savvy people there? I mean, when you started working there, obviously you probably didn't know a thing about it unless you did research on it, but hypothetically, if you didn't know a thing about it, what if you were tech-savy there? And therefore, since the words you said prior, shouldn't you be shot?
Because hypothetically, what if we, let's obviously I believe tech savvy is like that ability thing, like I said. So let's assume you have that ability, and you displayed it by again going to your cable company and stuff, and nobody taught you anything. You just kind of learned on the spot, and you just adapted quickly. By your logic, you should be shot. Because you just said tech savvy is something that should get you shot. Okay, well, apparently everybody that knows how to work technology should be dead then, because almost everybody that knows how to work technology in some form is tech savvy. So you want basically all of America, all of the Western world, all of Britain, you want almost everybody outside of Africa, essentially, to be dead. You basically want all of the human race to go extinct at this point, if you really hypercritical it. You do realize this. You do understand this, right? How stupid you sound. You're saying not only do you want to be dead, but you also want me dead. You want Squid dead, even though we done nothing to you other than critique your points. You want all these people on YouTube watching this
you're right.
dead.
You're understanding technology. You're right. I looked up to confirm your suspicions. You're right, obviously. I was a bit shaky on it too.
Yeah, okay, so I was right. I was right about tech savvy. Okay, you did confirm it. Okay,
yeah.
See, so you're saying not only should you be dead, you're saying all of America should be dead. You're saying all of the people watching this video, all of YouTubers should be dead.
Obama,
like,
Donald Trump.
Obama, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, like freaking Putin, everybody in this world, everybody that knows how to use technology even a little bit, or
Even
just
the
has a
people you
natural
love.
ability. Even people you love should be dead. You know how stupid you sound? Are you that ignorant? Did you bother to look up the term?
Everybody in your life that you just worked with or was friends with should be dead. You're basically insulting all of them and insulting yourself in a hypercritical way.
Yeah, do you like? Are you? You're an idiot. Like I'm not saying this. You're an idiot and you're ignorant. Like I'm not saying this anymore. Like this is actually based off what we read so far. This is pretty much a proven fact. Ignorance and idiocy can be cured, but you need to be open-minded. So my question to you is are you willing to be open-minded to what we have to say? Are you willing to learn?
Are you willing to see what we're saying and understand what we're saying?
Yeah. If not, well then
you're not too old to understand this. I mean, you have some sense of morality deep down there. I mean, obviously you were a kid at some point. You obviously have some sense of morality. I mean, I don't know if you just have to find the right person. I don't know if you had a bad past or something, but understanding the right things right away and quickly adapting and learning can actually help you better on in life than just being who you are right now and just being a complete dick to everybody and insulting everybody you knew in the past and insulting yourself.
yeah,
Everyone you're basically insulting everyone you ever loved by saying since they're tech savvy they should be shot.
Yeah.
How do you think some people are so good with technology and actually get paid a lot of money because they're fucking tech savvy because they just jump in there and then they know that shit right away. Same thing with people with internet and stuff like that, like cable companies, like where you work or my bad supposedly work, because we can neither confirm nor deny that.
So we'll just assume he's telling the truth because we have no way to, like you said, confirm or deny it. So let's just go based off what he has said. Let's just assume.
Proven guilty.
Yeah, like innocent till proven guilty, the American way. So yeah, like, so we'll assume he does work at a cable company. In which case, he's got to be in his early 20s if or older. Obviously, he probably can't be in his 60s or 70s because he'd be retired. So he's got to be in like the early 20s to maybe late 40s range.
I assume he's 30 or maybe early 40s.
Yeah. In which case, wow, that's kind of sad.
I met people like before. I will admit I'm gonna jump to conclusions, which my bad on my fault if I'm wrong. I will admit my mistake if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna jump to conclusions here and say you're probably in your late 30s, mid 40s.
Which, if that's the case, wow, you're fucking dumbass to be honest.
I mean, you're supposed to lead by example. I mean, what if you ever have kids? Are you just gonna do the same thing to them? Your kids will not survive in this world if they're gonna be like you. They're gonna probably have the same childhood you have and got bullied if they're the way you are. And you could change all that if you lead by example, if you set a better example, not just for yourself, but for your future kids, if you don't already have kids.
Alright.
You could change a lot of things.
Anyway, there's this idea that says incorporate a LED light on side of Xbox Scorpio to indicate whether the power brick is on or off. To be honest, I don't understand what the purpose of that idea is. Like that sounds kind of stupid, to be honest. But anyway, Salsa Shark said, "Who said there's going to be a power brick?" It's kind of something that's kind of implied. Because have you seen an Xbox ever since the 360 came out without a power brick? It's kind of implied that there probably will be. I mean, again, as technology gets better, maybe there won't be because PS4 doesn't. So maybe there won't be. But I'm gonna bet that there probably will be, especially if they're gonna make it better and incorporate VR and shit. Like, let's be honest, there probably will be a fucking power brick. Anyway, and then the next day, Salsa Shark came back and said, "From what you've heard? Question mark. Wow, didn't know they had been releasing final build info. You must be special or full of it." What the fuck?
Full of it? Full of it? What
Yeah.
the hell, man?
Yeah. What the?
Your
what the
first
fuck is
comment
wrong
was
with
fine.
you?
I mean, you could have just left it as that, but you're going that far, really?
Yeah, your first comment was fine because that's a legitimate question and you had nothing to indicate. Like you were just asking a question, like who said there's gonna be a power brick? That's a legitimate question. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the second comment you made the next day where you said from what you've heard question mark. That's what I have a problem with, especially the ending. You must be special or full of it. And the thing is, you do realize how ignorant you sound and how idiot you sound because you do realize the idea was incorporate a LED light on side of Xbox Scorpio to indicate whether the power brick is on or off. Again, he is working on the assumption that it will have a power brick because again, the 360 had one, the Xbox, the original Xbox One had one. Every Xbox 360 had one. The original Xbox One had one. Xbox One S, I believe, has one. And so it's kind of a trend where it's one of those things where that's what we know Xbox to have. They normally have power bricks. He doesn't need to know the final build info to assume there's going to be a power brick because that's a fairly safe assumption from how many generations of Xbox consoles now? That's a safe assumption.
Where it won't have one, but still, that's a very safe assumption, especially for someone.
Yeah, that's a very safe
you
assumption.
Made a safe assumption like that. You probably made assumptions like that off of
yeah,
shit you knew.
Yeah, that is a safe assumption based off the history of the 360, of how every 360 console had a power brick, and so far every Xbox One, unless I'm wrong, has had a power brick as well. It has been a trend long enough to where it's a safe assumption. So, and did this person specify? Can you confirm that this person specified that they actually know the final build info versus just a speculation, which is I'm pretty sure what this is? No. So you just jumped to a conclusion, assuming that, like, dude, you are a fucking asshole. On so many fucking levels.
If you can jump to conclusions, buy a fucking trampoline or something, man. I mean, you don't need to you don't even have to know the final build info to fucking know that shit like Alien said here. I mean, you work at a cable company, so I mean, what if somebody's just trying to get something new with their internet or something like that, or their TV, and they're going off a safe assumption off their previous cable company, and they're doing shit like that. They could be making safe assumptions. Are you going to be a dick to your customer and possibly get fired? I highly doubt you would.
Now, if anything, he'd be that one guy that'd be like where he'd act nice, but in the back of his mind, he'd be like screaming his ass off, probably.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. No one's perfect. You can't just scream your ass off on common mistakes like that. I mean, shit.
That's not even a mistake. That's not a mistake. That's an idea that's going off the assumption that there's a fucking power brick, which is a safe assumption considering the Xbox.
He looks at him as like a mistake. You know what I mean? He looks at him as like a mistake.
Yeah, that actually pissed me off. You must be special or full of it. How? How is he full of it when the idea is like, again, explain to me this. Can you explain to me how he's either special or full of it? Or are you just being sarcastic? Either way, you're an asshole. If you're being serious, you're an asshole. If you're being sarcastic, you're still an asshole. But seriously, so Salsa, I dare you in the comment section of this video, or send me a message on Xbox. I dare you. Explain to me how this guy is special or full of it when he's going off of a safe assumption, because it's a very safe assumption that there's going to be a power brick, again, based off what we said earlier. Like, seriously, explain to me your justification for writing that I cannot counter and make you an asshole, because you're an asshole no matter what. I dare you to try and defend yourself.
If he does, he's probably just going to make fun of us and laugh, saying, "Oh, well, you went that far to make a video."
That's because he fucking deserves it. He's that much of an asshole. There are people that are big enough assholes that deserve it.
For content on YouTube, what some people do because they want to.
Yeah. I'm trying. Yeah, I figured you'd probably would rather watch a video versus just read a fucking comment, and I figured it'd be good content for me. I figured I could look back on it and be like, wow, we had fun, didn't we? Because I still watch that Angry Rant, and I'm like, wow, I had fun. Like, watching that. It's great content for me.
Yeah. I still
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
it now and then too.
yeah, we do this number one because number one, obviously, what would you rather do? Read a text message from me that's long as hell, or watch an angry rant that's the same thing, and also get a friend's input? What would you
Which
rather
we
do?
can do. We can write one out. We did it in the previous video, and it was at least if you put a stanza on it, it was maybe 5 to 10 paragraphs long.
Yeah.
By paragraphs, I mean by 5 sentence minimum. So 5 to 6, yeah, maybe 10 paragraphs long at the most.
Yeah. Anyway, there's this another idea that says a way of attaining all licenses as well as cloud saves. And Salsa Shark said DRM requires that your license be verified. Welcome to the world of digital games.
Really? Really, man.
Yeah. I honestly, to be honest, don't know how to respond to that. So, what about you?
Yeah. I mean, we just can throw that back to the other one. He's just being a dick and just, I mean, welcome to the world of, come on, man. Really?
Okay, okay. This one actually very pisses me off. Be able to get refunds with Xbox credit. Salsa Shark commented on it saying, "I bought this can of soda. I'm done with it now. Give me my money back." Duh.
Really? No, that's not what that means, man. Like, come on.
No,
Really?
that's a shitty analogy. That is a very shitty analogy. Because here's the thing. Here's the difference here, Salsa. Because you obviously don't understand how the fuck Xbox works. I buy something digitally. I get a license that allows me to download it and delete it as I see fit. If I get a refund, they take away the license. A can of soda, if the content in the soda is gone, aka the drink, you have no reason. You see the difference here? You see the difference with your analogy. Are you that stupid?
Wrong,
you see the difference. Do you understand how stupid you are?
They mean a refund, like, you know, if I'm going to return this, I want to get at least a credit back. That's why GameStop has that. You know, you could just return it and get credit. Get credit to your Microsoft, get on Xbox card. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why they have it, because it's actually a smart idea. You're just being fucking ignorant with that whole.
Yeah, that is the worst analogy you could have done. Like, really, a can of soda. A can of soda.
I mean, just no.
Like, you can tell this person just feeds off of it at this point because like, come on now.
Man, your bosses must be riding you fucking hard if you want to be a dick like that. I mean, shit. I mean, I can see why they ride you hard though. Now, I mean, the way you act. I mean, shit. Hell,
yeah, because
I'd ride you hard too.
Yeah, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like that amazes me. Like, that's the best you could do. Like, after you did that whole thing, you know, after, because obviously we're reading newest to oldest, so this is older than the other comment I'm bringing up, but, you know, but the newer comment where he said, you know, in advance, you know, where he made that whole constructive argument, which, I mean, again, he's kind of being a dick about it, but he was, for the most part, right. You went from this bought a can of soda bullshit analogy, which makes no fucking sense, and is the worst analogy you could have come up with, probably. I would be amazed if you could find something worse. You probably could, but I highly doubt it. You go from this to that, with that, wow. Are you just doing this to be like, what's your motivation here? Because I don't understand how you can go from being a complete idiot and from this one to that one.
Backwards, we'll find one of his motivations. Like, look at that whole cable thing. I mean, we found.
There's 23 pages of this. You want to keep going on for 23 pages, or do you want to divide this into parts? Because this might be a while if we keep.
Parts. Yeah.
Okay.
Parts. Well, I mean, what page are we at now exactly?
I think we're on page 3.
Okay, we could stop at page 4.
Okay.
At the ending of page 4. We can stop at the ending of page 4.
God, that pisses me off, that soda analogy. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's fucking shit, man. That's a shit analogy.
Okay, there's this one idea that says Xbox Scorpio support VR gloves, and then quotations Xbox 2. Salsa Shark commented, Phil Spencer already said it will be VR ready at the E3 announcement. Try and keep up. Not everybody pays attention to that, because again, maybe they're paying out the ass for their membership fees. Obviously, since they don't have that system where you can pause it at any time, they're trying to get their money's worth and play every minute and every hour that they can, which is what I do. I try to keep on my console constantly to get the value of the money I'm paying for my membership. Also, maybe there's the exact opposite. Maybe they have a job. I mean, dude, You do understand this, right? Not
They have a
everybody
life.
can keep
Maybe
up.
they have a life.
Yeah, maybe yeah, you do understand this,
Try and
right?
keep up. How about you
Yeah,
try and
try.
keep up with your
Yeah,
real life, man? I mean, shit.
yeah, yeah. Seriously, are you that fucking stupid? You do realize that you doing this doesn't make us ignorant just because you say no. It makes you ignorant because you are
It doesn't
not
define who they are. It
bothering.
defines who you are.
Yeah, this defines who you are, not who they are. This literally tells me that at least on user voice, because maybe you have an alter ego, because again on Xbox, it's digital. Unless you're a hacker, there's very little you can do. So it's easy to make an alternate persona. But based off the persona you have been using for the user voice, you are just an idiot.
Which,
Not
if all this
hypercritical.
defines who you are and it's true, I'm pretty sure you talking verbally to people, I'm pretty sure all this shit, this ignorant self of you, isn't too far behind.
Yeah, like you're just an idiot. You are not hypercriticing, being critical of yourself. You're not thinking about the what if scenarios about what you're about to say. You're not thinking about anything, dude. You're just saying bullshit with the intent to hurt at this point. Like, are you that fucking stupid? You have no regard for anybody but yourself, except for maybe your friends. But then again, to be honest, everybody does. But to be honest, that's kind of a low blow. Like you're not even bothering to think about how you could affect this person. Maybe they're going depression or anything. You're not even taking into account that maybe this person doesn't keep up because of this, and this. You're not thinking about anything. You're just
Maybe
saying,
their
oh,
dad's
do
dying
this.
and they can't keep up because their dad's dying and they want to spend time with their dying father. You don't know. I mean, that's a rare case, but you never know what someone's going through.
Yeah,
They
like with
can't
yeah,
keep
with
up.
all these millions of people on Xbox and stuff, I mean, there are those rare cases that could be happening even right now because of the
Yeah,
amount of
maybe they're
people. Like, you
fighting
don't know, like,
addiction. Maybe they
goddamn.
play Xbox to escape it, and they don't want to actually keep up to date with something stupid like that because they play Xbox to just escape reality as a compensation.
Which
You
is what most
never
people
know the
do.
reason for someone. Yeah, you never know
Yeah,
the reason why someone actually gets on Xbox.
yeah, I again, I'm gonna say that this is probably an alter ego, and if this is the person's actual legit personality, that is also how they act in real life. Wow, you're an
He's
asshole.
probably like that Marine alien. He's probably like the Marine. He comes off slow. He comes off nice and calm, but deep down he's a dick.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah, I had some bad history with the Marine recruiter in my area. Like, yeah, he's a complete asshole. Um, and a lot of people agree with me too. Like a lot of people. Anyway, custom gamer
I bet a lot of
pick.
people agree with this guy being a dick at his cable company. I just bet if they ordered him and he came out to service and install their house, I bet he fucking judged them and says, "Oh, you got a lovely house," and it's like really fucking bad. I mean, what if they're going through money issues? I mean, come on, man. You're there to help them fix up their cable, not judge them and be a dick. That's what you get paid for.
Yeah.
To help. Be a dick.
Anyway, here's this idea. This is custom gamer pick, and Salsa Shark commented, "This will get no traction. Why? It's because instead of upvoting the 12 dozen identical topics, you guys create yet another one." Do we really need to? Do we
Same
even
thing,
need to?
same thing, yeah.
I don't
We
think
don't
we
even
need to
need to
talk
bring
about
this
this
up
one.
again.
Yeah,
No.
because this is almost identical to the other, like Xbox thing. We've
Yeah,
already basically
same
talked about
thing.
this. Like, yeah, like we don't even need to bring
You're
that
just
up.
being a dick. I mean, and
Yeah, all
the
you're
same
doing
thing.
is being a
I mean,
dick.
this comment is older than the other one. You're doing the same fucking thing. You would think by now you would learn that, okay, they're doing it because it's just because they can. And that reason we said earlier that we really don't need to bring up again, because obviously if you watch this, you'll understand, you'll see it. Unless you're not going to watch this, or probably watch the first 3 minutes and say, oh, this is going to be some angry rant bullshit that I don't want to hear because, oh, wait, they're right, and I'm completely wrong, and I hate hearing when I'm wrong. Which we're all
That's
human, and we
actually-
can all understand hating when we're hearing wrong. Deep down, we hate it, but, I mean, in a debate or in an argument, you either win or you learn. If you see it as, oh, you lose and you win, then no, because you win and you learn. I mean, my bad. You learn and you win and you win. I mean, when you win, you still learn, but not as much as if you lose.
Okay, and there's this idea that says connect adapter, and Salsa Shark's comment is the adapter isn't, in all caps, free for older Xboxes. The older XO has a dedicated port. You don't need to capitalize free. You doing that as being a dick. Because if you just left the lowercase, you'd be right. The adapter would not be free. You'd be saying that as a statement, not like yelling and trying to emphasize. Like, no, that'd be you just saying a valid fact. Because obviously no adapter is free normally. But the fact you capitalized it implies you're being a dick. So no, shut the fuck up. And be a fucking nice person like the good adult you should be if you're in your 30s or 40s or 20. Like the fact you're out of high school. Like you fucking should be an adult.
Yeah, the fact
God
that high
damn.
school is just no. What place to be a better world? I mean, start by making a difference, man. I mean, you're what? You're from the last generation. You're coming up on your golden age. Not to sound like a dick, but hey, man, it's the truth. You want to lead by example, man. You should lead by example.
I was gonna read this comment, but it's like actually no. This is actually a pretty valid comment, and there doesn't seem to be any douchebag things that I can really
Well,
counter.
go ahead
That
and read
comment.
one. He needs good. He needs one good one on his credit. I mean, he needs one good one on his fucking credit.
Okay,
Go ahead
okay,
and read
fine.
it.
HBO Go for all regions. Salsa Shark commented, "This isn't up to Microsoft. It's all up to Time Warner." And then in parentheses, not to be confused with Time Warner Cable. That's a given. Like he's not wrong. He's not wrong. That is valid. That is very valid. He's not wrong.
How do you go from something that good to all the other things, man? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
skip to that.
exactly. And then there's this idea that says dual HDMI for Scorpio. And so also Shark commented, sounds more like you have cheap equipment. How the fuck is it like HDMIs are not that cheap when you consider like what they do as a function, like just to send a pic. They're not that cheap. They're actually fairly expensive when you think about
You
it.
can get one at a. I mean,
Especially when you want to get the good ones that are really fucking long and they have like gold plates and like you want the really like 3D HDMI's and shit because there's different versions, high speed and 3D. Like HDMI's are actually not that fucking cheap if you actually did your research. If you like, especially if you work at a cable company or maybe but this is older, so maybe you don't. But we're just gonna assume you still did for all these comments because reasons. But like you do realize that HDMI's are not that fucking cheap. They're actually not that cheap. Especially if you want to get really fucking long ones that are like 30 feet and also ones that have gold plates and do 3D picture and shit. Like, no, HDMI's are not that cheap. They're actually quite the opposite. Unless you decide to get a really fucking short one that is only high speed and not 3D. Like, I mean, yeah, there are some cheap HDMI's, but like overall, like when you consider the overall range, no, they're actually fairly expensive.
Since we all want to see things clearly and have a good, HDMI, we're all going to want to get to the best one. We're close to the best one.
Okay.
Because, we're human and we want to get the best of things.
Yeah. Anyway, make more business and make us happy. I actually agree with Salsa Shark. This person commented, what? And I actually agree. Like clarify, like how the.
Go ahead and read it.
Like, actually, let me click on it because I actually on this idea because maybe there's actually a description. Oh, okay, there is a description here. Okay, the description of this is make the top 3 at least backwards compatible. If you guys do that, it will make the top 3 at least. That makes no fucking sense. Like make the top 3 at least backwards compatible. If you guys do that, it will make all of us happy, and it will make you guys more business for the people that don't have like top 3. What? Like I agree with Salsa. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense at all. Like legit, seriously. Yeah, like clarify, please. Oh yeah, okay. I actually was wrong. We're on page 2. Like we just finished page 2. That was the last comment on page 2.
Okay, shit. We might as well stop at the end of your page 3 because this shit's getting longer, man.
You want to stop now or stop at the ending of page 3?
You want to let's just stop now. Let's just go 2 by 2. Stop now.
Well, so we just do. Okay, so we'll do page 3 later.
We'll do page 3 and 4 later next time.
Okay. That sounds good. But anyway, so yeah, basically, keep in mind, guys, there's 23 pages, and we probably just for shits and giggles, throughout, like months and stuff, and like maybe once a week or something, we'll probably do all 23 pages, especially if this person continues to make more comments. We'll check the newer comments and stuff, and then go back to the old. Actually, maybe it would have been a good idea to go oldest to new. That probably would have made more sense, actually. But then again, depending on how much more comments they do in one day, the amount of pages will change, and trying to find that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but yeah, based off what we read so far, basically this guy's.
2017, we'll have all 23 down, obviously.
Well, then again, if this person keeps continuously making more and more comments, it's gonna be hard to finish it all. Maybe we'll just do like highlights or something.
How about we just keep reading the new ones? How about we just wait a while and we just read the new ones? Like we start off from the last one, like you know what I mean? We'll just keep reading the new ones, not the old ones.
But the old ones, I think, are getting good though.
Okay, then we'll go on the old ones. We'll read at least one page of the old ones, and we'll read all of the new ones, and then one page of the old ones.
Yeah, maybe. All right, but yeah, like legit, just god damn,
People
like
these days.
this is a testament to like hypocrisy and ignorance and just pure stupidity. Like especially the thing that really pisses me off, and I know this really shouldn't piss me off, but it's the fact that how stupid this is and how like pathetic it was that the soda can analogy. How does that work with a license?
How did it
Seriously,
even come
salsa?
into that
Like
shit?
yeah,
Like,
how
how did it even come into that?
legit? Can anybody explain to me how that's a good analogy? Especially with after I countered like salsa. I'll send salsa a link to this because I have the Xbox One Smart Glass app. Once this video is done uploading, I'll send him a link. And this is a legitimate question. Can you explain to me how that made any sense? Like why you brought that up? Because that makes no sense under any circumstance. Unless, and I will admit, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking of because I will willing to admit I'm not perfect. Maybe there isn't a thing that I'm not thinking of, but I highly doubt it. Like, can you explain to me
The
how that
soda can
analogy
thing?
works?
No, that's like just no. Because once it's gone, it's gone. I mean, unless you want to throw it up back, no. This does not work with a license. A license is something completely different.
Yeah. Like seriously, like I'm fucking amazed right now. Like seriously. Like how like again, Salsa. I don't hate you as a person. I just hate everything I've read and I've hate everything you've done on user voice that I've read so far. That's the difference. If I meet you in real life and as long as you're not a dick to me, like if you just say, "Hey, how you doing? I like your video" or something, or like I like your content, or yo, let's go play Rainbow or Halo or something. If you come off as a nice guy, I'll hang with you. Like dude, I'll even feature in you some of my streams, and we'll have a fun time. You know, hell, I might even, considering how much trash we're probably going to be talking about you, because I do plan to do all 23 pages. Hell, I might even be that generous guy and probably buy you a $25 Microsoft card, because by the end of this, we're going to be talking so much trash. You know, maybe compensations in order, and that only because I'm nice. And that's if I and that is if I feel generous enough to do that. And depending on how good my content is when I rewatch these videos, and also if I do end up meeting you and you do come off as that nice guy and you do show no hard feelings and blah blah blah, like depending on circumstances, I might give you compensation because to be honest, this is probably going to be a great video to watch.
But
But
this shit that all you do, this adds to who you are, the person which I'm willing to bet it will. Then this is not going to work out. I don't think we have a future.
yeah,
And if anything, you might watch it and you might find our gamer tags eventually because it's not that hard. Due to previous streams, it is not that hard to find our gamer tags. I mean, by our gamer tags, I mean me and his, not everybody else that's featured in his videos, but me and his. Depending on how you treat us, or if you harass every one of his videos, if you harass me or harass him or harass anybody else from our streams, because we are friends with pretty much everybody on the streams, like from the Rainbow streams and shit. And they will probably tell us, saying, "Hey, I just got a message from this random ass guy who sent this thing." Because if something dramatic happens, they're obviously going to tell us. Because I mean, that's what friends do. If something dramatic happens, they're going to want to tell us as a sort of event. And if we do, and if we put it together, and they tell us the gamer tag, and we're just going to take that like, really, you're harassing our friend?
yeah, that is yeah. Like harassing us is one thing. We don't give a fuck. Like I've always like had my gamer tag out in the open. Like you guys, if you can feel free to send me messages, I don't care. And in fact, that'd make me feel really good that you guys are willing to, especially if they're nice. I know there's gonna be some trolls that'll probably send some hurtful messages, and in which case I'll just delete them, like, and just laugh at you guys. Like that's just kind of funny. Like bro, come on now. But if you send me like actual good messages and like I like your content or something, and that yo let's play, and you show like legitimate, like, you know, oh, I like you, then I'll be like, oh, it makes me I feel really appreciated. I love that you guys love my content, and that you know, and as a fan who's supporting the channel and went as far as to send me a message, you know, then I might just invite you to do some streams and stuff, because that would make me feel, you know what I mean? And hell, especially if you have a channel, I'd be willing to promote you if you did that. You know, if you actually went out of your way to, you know what I mean? Yeah, play with our fans, which is always a nice thing to do. You know, like kind of give back a little bit. Instead of you guys just watching, you get to participate and even make content with us. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, like I mean, so you guys are more than willing to send messages to me. I don't know about Squid. I mean, he probably won't give a fuck, but he's not really
But
the.
no, you can send messages to me too. I mean, it won't be that hard to find my gamer tag, but yeah, you could. I mean, the troll messages, whatever. I'm just gonna delete them. But you could, yeah, go ahead. I won't mind joining you guys. Want to send
Yeah,
messages
so you
to
can
me?
send messages to me and Squid, but like to everybody else, at least as of right now, until we get confirmation, just don't.
Maybe the guys from our Rainbow stream, because they're pretty friendly too. But I'm pretty sure everybody else, they're just gonna fit in the background. You might just, I mean, you might just, yeah, say hey, I mean, but to us, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so just, but yeah, but salsa like Squid is working on the assumption that everything you've done actually is like who you are in real life. I'm working on the assumption it's just a
Well, not who you
persona.
are exactly in real life, but just maybe who, maybe it attributes to that. I mean, it's not always going to be who you are in real life, but maybe it attributes. Like if you get a noticeable thing in real life that actually happens to you, you're going to want to do what you did on those comments. You're going to want to make them feel bad, or maybe you did it in school. I'm saying it contributes to who you are in real life. It's not actually who you are total, because again, we don't know you, we don't know how you are when you talk verbally to us. But I'm just saying that part. Maybe it contributes, and I'm willing to bet it does, because
I
everything
think
contributes.
I think it's just like a persona. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping that it's just a persona thing
Oh yeah, I'd hope
where
it's Persona too. Yeah, so this is actually isn't you, but because you, I mean, the way you are with the cable thing, I'd hope it's a Persona, but I mean, with everything it is and how the real world works, I mean, I'm willing to bet it's not. There is that slight possibility that it is a Persona, though. I will take that into account.
yeah, but like just wow, just wow. Well, anyway, basically, based off your comments, and again, I'm working on a persona thing, so your persona
I'd work on a Persona thing too.
on
I
your
mean,
on
yeah,
user
I'll work
voice
on
is a
it all
complete
too.
idiot and is a complete asshole. That does not bother to think. You in real life may be different. I'm open minded. I'm not gonna if I ever meet you, if you
Maybe
ever
obviously
send me a
keep it the
message.
same. I mean, because you're not just gonna work a persona without adding a little bit of emotions. I mean, nobody ever lies about their life unless they do, and unless you're one of those rare cases that do. But again, I'm just gonna work on the thing that this is a persona, and maybe it does contribute to who you are in real life. Because you're obviously not going to be addicted to random people like you are online, so obviously this won't be a big factor, but maybe it contributes to once you get to know them, and if you see bullshit in their life, you're going to want to call them out on it and be the dick you are, which is who you showed on this thing. Maybe you're venting. I mean, this obviously contributes somewhat in your life. It's not a big part, but maybe it contributes somewhat in your life.
Yeah,
Clearly
but
you wouldn't do that.
yeah, if we ever meet you, if you send us a message and you want to talk with us, or hell, you just say, yo, I want to get a conversation going, like a debate or something, and let's stream it or something. I'm more than willing to do that. I mean, as long as we're both civil adults about it. Like the
Yeah,
reason I
same.
wasn't being too civil and I was, going ape shit and doing all is a couple reasons. One, I obviously was getting a little pissed off that over stupid shit you were just going doing all that shit and then also two, it's a YouTube video. I need to spice it up because again, content. Because
Same.
again, I need to make this entertaining for viewers. So I did it not because number one, I kind of needed to get it out of my system. Because obviously, you could tell I was getting a little angry because of the pure stupidity out of those arguments, especially that soda can analogy. So I needed to get it out there because everyone, even good guys, need to do a little bit of evil to get it out of the system so they can stay to their good nature. Because you need to get it out there. If you just let it build, it could consume you. So there's nothing wrong with being evil here and there you know, to an extent. I mean, it depends. I mean, if it's something like ridiculous, like murder, no. But like being a complete dick, like so, and cursing, then yeah, it's fine. So that's the thing. I'm getting it out there so I can kind of just get it out of my system, and also again, content. Everybody likes angry rants. Everybody likes seeing somebody get angry over stupid shit. I mean, why do you think angry rants are so popular?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to be popular. I'm just doing it because I fucking enjoy it.
Same.
Yeah.
And if you want to start a video, or not a video, but if you want to talk to me, you can. I mean, I'm obviously with Alien, but it's your choice. I mean, I'm best friends with him. I talk to him almost every day, so your choice.
Yeah. Anyway, so anything else we should add before we stop?
Nope, I'm good. Just we'll do these later. I mean, next time we'll obviously get all 23 done, possibly more, but we're gonna start off by reading the newest ones. Then we're gonna continue off on page 3.
Cool. Cool. Eh. To be honest, this was fun. This is probably gonna be something we're gonna look back on and be like, wow, we only got like at this current point in time 2 pages done, and we still need 23. We're just gonna be looking back at this video and be like, this was the start of something great. This was the start of the bullshit era. Oh my god! But anyway, this is gonna be entertaining as hell to watch. But
It is.
yeah,
It
once
is.
this video is done uploading, it's probably gonna take a while to process. But once it's done uploading, I'm probably gonna send Salsa Shark the fucking URL and be like, you might enjoy that video, and I hope you understand the folly of your actions.
Volley, volley. Oh my
Although,
god.
despite everything that I said in the video, and despite everything, I am totally willing to hang with you. If you want to go play some Destiny, hit me up, dude. I'll probably be like, yo, even though despite me and my friend being a dick to you on the video, because you kind of deserved it, I am more than willing to play Destiny with you if you want to play. I'll you want to go do a strike or some shit? You want to go play some GTA? Like, what games do we have in common, bro? As a matter of fact, I'm a little, never mind. I'll do it. Anyway, you have anything else you want to say, Squid?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I want to say other than pretty much what we've already established here. But yeah, this was a fun angry rant. I enjoyed it. Let me open my Twitch app real quick. Hold up. I hope it didn't lag too much because every now and then there's like a lag spike. But anyway, um, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was actually pretty fun making this angry rant, despite how we did get a little angry in these comments, especially that fucking soda can analogy. That
Oh my
one,
god.
that one was just fucking retarded. Um, but like, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll probably come back and do more of this, as Squid said, because he's looking forward to it. And yeah, and Salsa, if you do watch this again, we don't like what we've read and what you've done. We are completely open-minded to hang out with you, and we will be, reasonable adults, and we will be, and we will, hell, we'll invite you to go play some Destiny or something if you want. But because again, just because you did all that on Userverse doesn't mean that you are the same person that I mean, you can change. I mean, even a day later, you can change.
But still, your
So
overall person could be different. It's obviously different.
yeah, so we're open-minded, and we won't be a dick to you if you ever get in touch with us. Like, we'll be a dick to your comment specifically, but we won't be a dick to you yourself. Unless something ridiculous happens, like we really need to feel justified for that to happen. But anyway, maybe we'll hang sometime, maybe not, who knows. And again, viewers, I thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.